Here
It's
we
supposed to be
go.
live.
Yeah, I don't. They can hear
Audio
us.
is
They just
working.
can't see
But
us.
Can't see
We're
us.
but
Yes, I
I hope
make a
I'm
Ooh.
Kanar
on
today.
Twitter.
Look, you got a D&D movie ad.
Nice. What's up, Jail Rizzy?
An ad?
An ad for the
you know,
D&D
we could
movie.
do a quick ad break.
What?
Right now?
When we start?
While we fix. Yeah, here's
Although,
our
So then I can
all the
fix
ads
this,
go towards something, so.
butt
because-
talks.
You know.
All the ads go
Boo, boo,
towards-
boo, 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 boo. All right.
Yes.
Yeah, riff. Let's riff.
Wow.
Hey,
We're
everybody.
riffing.
You're
You
not
are
on Twitch.
riffing.
Okay.
Guys,
And-
should we have planned to go see the D&D
Why
movie?
is this always
Maybe. What's your mother's maiden name?
That is a,
A
security, question.
question.
Justice is blind, folks. Justice is blind.
I like big butts of Canada. You would have get that. I could sing that whole song, but I can't right now because we're on Twitch.
Lexi, what do you call a watch that transforms?
Optimus Watch Prime.
Close. Optimus Time.
Mm.
Give me another one. Give me another one. Oh, that's Jake's chair.
Oh no, we're being revealed.
Oh, we see sequence in the back.
Oh wow, that is.
Oh, you guys, we should play Catan sometime. I love Catan. I'm not very good at it though. Oh, we're all here.
Tan.
We're all in this
look at this.
together.
Here we are.
Play with you guys.
Oh, I'm Kanar. Yes.
I'm
Yes.
I feel like this is like a
Meow.
tradition now.
Hello.
Like not
Meow.
having the video ready
Meow.
and then being other people. I say more things than meow.
Yeah, but I can't speak to Baxi, so I'm just meow. Meow.
You guys, did you see how
There
I
we
used
go.
your thing
Nope.
and I took
There
it
we go.
apart?
I
Because
see
it's-
that. I'm
and then-
looking at it right now.
Yeah.
All right, we're here in our
We're
spot.
here.
All right. I'm in my body now. I'm in my body.
It's not lined up. Kels, could you make it bigger?
Yeah.
Welcome to Roll For It. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Thanks everybody for tuning in.
Yeah.
We're here. We're on video. It happened. We just had some Mexican food. It was pretty good. I think the burrito had too much onion, so
It was pretty oniony. Yeah.
and it wasn't
What did
like
you guys think?
it was too
Yeah,
raw.
the burrito of
Um,
my spaghetti and sausage
Uh-huh.
totally too
uh-huh.
oniony in my burrito
I
spaghetti
had mashed
sausage.
potatoes with broccoli and carrots and rice.
How was the onion?
Chat, what did you have for dinner? Everybody
Yeah.
share.
Let's
I
spend
got
You know,
some
I do this on
time.
every Twitch stream I do. I'm like, what did you guys eat? I
A
just
lot
love-
of your Instagram posts
Recording in progress.
will just be like
yeah,
Right.
did you guys
cute
eat
picture
today?
of you in cosplay, and then it'll be like, "What'd you eat for breakfast?" And I
Because
always
I think
am
about
like,
it, I love people's diets. I think it's so interesting when somebody doesn't like a food that I like. I'm like, oh, you hate this thing? Like,
It
amazing.
must be like such
Why?
a fun life to be that easily
So,
entertained.
Jail Rizzy, it's
Yeah.
not that it was too much onion. It's that they didn't cook it. They didn't cook it through. It was like raw onion thrown on top of the burrito, and so it really overpowered it.
By the way, recording's in progress of my.
Yeah, recording's in
Audacity,
progress.
Trevor put pasta, which is cute because I made our dinner.
And then
Alright.
I got some birthday cream pie in the freezer that I'm gonna thaw out. I got
Guys,
some
it
red
was Lil
velvet
Royal's
cake.
birthday this week. Everybody say happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Mr. President.
Who just pinned raw onion is too strong?
Me, I did that.
Oh, shut
It's
up.
important.
Oh.
Who
All right.
who's
Also, I've never
echoing?
had a.
It was me for a second.
I've never had a
I've-
3-hour recording on my computer, so let's see if it holds up.
Oh, you're recording?
You told me to.
You did.
Oh, but I can record us. I
He's
thought
in pain.
You're recording yourself, right?
So you want me to stop this recording?
I don't know. It's not going to be that helpful. I'm recording us on Zoom.
Guys, this is before stream chat. Let's just play our game.
I'm recording us on Zoom. If we can figure it out later so
God.
that each of us are recording individually ourselves, cool.
I want to
Alright,
let's not do
show
it today.
like our
I'm
very
stopping the
first
recording.
stream
Alright.
versus this intro. Like our first stream, we were all like hello, welcome to Roll For It.
Okay,
and
you
now
ready?
it's just like
You ready? Welcome everybody to
chaos.
Roll For It. Roll For It started as a bite-sized D&D podcast. Each episode, the cast rolled a D100 to decide which monster on our list they'd be encountering. The episodes are all less than an hour long, amped up with music and sound effects, all the bits and bobs and everything cool. You can listen to those episodes now wherever you get your podcasts, and you should do so if you want to figure out why Yue is on the run and why she's come to this trial and how she met these people and became friends with them. Or, in some cases, lovers.
Oh, Jesus.
only
Is that
in
on,
one
is that,
case.
In multiple cases.
In one case.
Is that on trial here?
That's on trial next
Oh.
week. Love on Trial, episode 5.
Love Island.
I'm Jake. I'm the Dungeon Master today, and until AI completely replaces me, we're
Next
back
week.
with the crew of Season 3 of Roll For It Live. We have Admiral Mo, a Tabaxi rogue who is very, very smart and somehow also very, very dumb, but not like in the best ways. Mo, do you want to introduce who's playing you today?
Who's playing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm playing.
so I'm Mo, and the girl who plays me, his name is Kelsey. She wears a lot of sweatpants, and she could try harder, frankly. Yue, who's playing you?
I don't want to start with a British accent or Monrethian. I love you.
You did this to yourself, dude.
I know. I
you
hate
picked
it.
that
I was
accent,
so
and now
into
you
it,
gotta
too.
commit.
I think about it all the time, and I'm like, God, what was going through my mind? I must have thought it was so cool. Hello.
Voldemort is a great name, and I just wanted to say that. Hello.
He's
welcome.
in
for entering the
UK,
chat, Lord
so it's
Voldemort.
awesome that he's here today.
Welcome.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
pretty
go
late.
to bed, but also
Yeah.
stay.
Yeah, I'm Lexi. I play Yue. Yue plays me. We're all in this together. I'm on trial. It's a scary time, but I never thought I'd be on trial. Personally, it makes me want to throw up, but I'm okay. You know, Jake's holding my hand.
It
Kelsey,
does stress Lexi
it's
out, like in
I've been
actual
thinking
real life.
about it all day.
We could have picked someone else that wouldn't have.
It
We
should have been
also
one
have
of you on trial.
We also have a moon elf named Kanar who left the island nation Saida to be an adventurer and is the strongest ranger. Kanar, who's playing you today?
And that guy sounds pretty cool. Hi, I'm Lee Royal. I will be playing Kanar, the strongest ranger of the Roll For It universe, because no one else can decide otherwise. Yeah, he's a moon elf ranger. He's super cool. He's also a captain, and he's a captain of the Adventurers Mark. Let's all remember that.
Yeah.
That's all.
Underneath Admiral Mo, who is the Admiral of the Adventures Mark. So let's all remember that.
Oh.
Let's keep that in mind.
Underneath is kind of a mean way to say it.
Yeah, get off of my
just
boyfriend.
way.
Get off of
Adjacent.
my boyfriend.
Adjacent.
You can.
Yeah.
In collaboration with. Anyways.
It's not a collaboration. It should be. It's just like, let's not call it.
Thank you
Not
to
fantasize.
Kelsey and LeBroyle and Lexi for joining us, and it's
Aw.
great to play with you guys.
Thank you for
you.
joining
Aw.
us, Jacob Termina.
Yeah, thank you, Jake.
Yeah, Jake.
What the
I,
heck?
I was already here. You know,
You doing okay? That was so nice.
Yeah.
You doing okay, buddy?
Yep.
I'm doing great. Hey, thank you to everybody in the chat. We're excited to see if we, finish this trial or not. I gotta
better
move my
finish this
foot
trial.
because I just realized if I kick this power cord, I'm gone. I've got an unstable power cord over here. I gotta be careful.
Did we
Anyways.
post on Instagram that we're live?
Yeah.
We did. I posted you today.
Oh
I
my
posted
goodness.
I don't know
post
if we
of
had the
you, your
countdown.
face.
Put her
But-
away.
But we're ready
No,
for it.
She's cute.
Let's do
You're
it.
sweet.
Look at
You guys
there's
ready
the
for
Lexi?
a recap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last time.
Everybody look either confused or cute.
Okay. Previously on Roll For It. Oh, I didn't know we were. I'm sorry. I didn't.
No, you guys are all
That was great. What
smiling.
do you
I just
mean?
look awful. You guys, but I thought I
Let's do
like
it.
it.
I hope
Previous.
the chat
Keep going.
all smiled for the
The
pic.
trial to prove Euphoria's innocence in the murder of the good King Oygrin has begun.
Aye, aye.
Representing the
Yarr,
defendant,
another pirate
Admiral
stuff. Thank you,
Mo,
Captain.
her aide, Burnt Bill, and expert witness tracker, Kanar, who found the star witness Robert Coward and is trying to wrangle him and possibly the corpse of the king back to Monrethia's high court.
Let's go.
Representing the kingdom of Monrethia is hotshot lawyer Valerius Ravenwood, who is about to call the kingdom's next witness. Meanwhile, Kanar and Robert Coward have found a spooky secret room in the Ravenwood estate, the house of the lawyer, where they found the king's corpse hidden and having runes etched into his skin by invisible monsters, creatures known to have served the mysterious assassin Kor in the past. That brings us up to date. We're gonna.
You forgot to mention who was representing UA
No, I
in
didn't.
the trial.
that was the first thing I said.
So the
but
first
I'll,
thing he
but I'll
said.
say it again.
Well, you didn't say Esquire. That's what it was.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah.
Representing the defendant, Admiral Mo, Esquire, and her aide, Burnt Bill.
Thank you. I heard
and
it that
expert
time.
tracker, Kanar. Okay.
That time I heard it.
And you guys are just there. You just spoke with Osrond, who is a tiefling who you guys rescued in a previous season of Roll For It.
Yeah, who may or
He left the
may
witness
not
stand.
have helped us.
He
Still unclear.
he left the witness stand, and Valerius Ravenwood stands and says, "For my next witness, I would like to call an esteemed member of the Navy who witnessed firsthand the cruelty of Euphoria murdering somebody in cold blood in front of his eyes."
A lot of people on that list.
I didn't know where he was going with that, UA, but
You know, I still don't know who it is.
there could be a lot of people.
Could be a lot of people.
Um,
We're like passing notes. This is all in notes.
Yeah.
This is not out loud to the
You
We
guys
have
are
a
good at
notebook
corner mouth
where-
talk probably at this point,
Oh.
right? And also, the Royal, I just want to say, I know that you're doing a very good job of like keeping Kanar out of the trial, but I don't want
Yeah.
you to feel like you can't say anything. I want you to still have your
I
fun.
loved it. We were pulling clips to put on Instagram, and I could not stop laughing at because like most of the time I'm looking at Jake and Lexi like trying to figure it out, and I cannot believe how many charades I missed. Just like gesturing at me, like eating things. Like I still don't really get that one.
The spiders
back
were
and watch it.
eating the people. So
Okay. Nope, wasn't gonna get that. He went in one clip. He's going
So,
and like, and then I like he said that it meant spiders put people in cocoons and then they eat them, which is like so. How the was I supposed to know what was going on? But it was great, and it was my favorite part of it.
Yeah, I still wouldn't get it. I'm like doing it. I'm like, I wouldn't figure that out.
Oh, also, while we're here, just want to tell chat, you guys, this is a public trial. This is taking place in a wide open courtyard in the high courts of Monrethia.
It's
a
outside?
Yeah, it's like a stone bowl outside underneath like a big statue.
I love how Kelsey and I were both just like so against that. We're like, oh, it's like a little chilly out here.
Yeah, I don't like that.
It's
What if it
actually pretty
rains?
lovely. It's a pretty lovely day. If it rains, there's probably magic
Today?
to take care of it. We'll see how it goes.
All right, whatever.
And also, feel free to be a part of the audience.
Yeah, audience
Oh, yeah.
participation,
Yeah.
throw tomatoes,
You
yell
guys are
swear
all
words, whatever you want
At
to
the
do.
trial,
Yeah, you're all
you
with
decided
us.
last week when
The
someone started
citizens-
throwing
The
tomatoes at
citizens
us.
of
It was-
Thalasia and beyond
It
have
was
gathered.
Big
X
Jeff.
Jeff. Yeah, Big Jeff.
Big X Jeff started that.
Whose
trend.
side are you on? Who are you rooting for?
No.
Hotshot lawyer Ravenwood, like everybody else, or Admiral Mo? Esquire?
Excuse me, hot, gorgeous Admiral Esquire Mo. That's who we're rooting for.
All
Oh
right.
my god.
So the witness that Ravenwood is calling, his name is Officer Grodunk.
No fucking
guys-
idea.
Have never heard of this man.
No, I have not.
You might recognize him. Why don't the two of you give a intelligence check, see if you recognize this guy. It's not gonna matter. He'll explain
intelligence
himself soon.
Yeah, I have.
What a
Do I have
weird shot for
intelligence?
that.
I don't even know if I have intelligence.
You are an artificer, so if you did not give yourself an intelligence,
That's
stat,
what I thought.
am-
That's what I thought. Is it? Yes.
It's just
I
your
got a
intelligence
19.
modifier.
I got a 19.
I'm still.
You recognize
opening
the
app.
face.
I've never opened
recognize
the
the
app ahead of
face?
time.
So he's introduced as Officer Grodunk, first mate on the Royal Naval ship, the Manticore.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
Who did I kill on?
Oh, it
Oh,
was
yeah. I killed so many people, but they were after us.
Nah,
I killed like
it was-
everybody on that ship.
Come on.
He's gonna be like,
Okay.
she acid burned me and my friends and put
So-
a fire up my butthole.
Officer Grodunk, can you tell us, how did you first encounter Euphoria? And what are the events that led to you finding Euphoria? Well, I was under the service of the Captain Mirth, and we were sailing in pursuit of Euphoria and her pirate comrades under the request of the King's Crown. She was wanted, dead or alive, and we were meant to bring her back in to face justice for regicide.
Dead or alive.
Wait for our turn.
I'm just saying.
Order. By the way, Judge Woody Strong Eye, he's a Minotaur. He's our judge. In case you're new with us, it's a little bit of an outburst. Okay, we're gonna need to keep that. All right. Please continue, Officer Grodunk. We tracked them down using a magical ping, a tracer on
Aye,
dog.
Yar, and all that other pirate stuff. Thank you, Captain.
a corgi named Dexter or something. And before long, we caught up with them. Captain Mirth fired a warning arrow onto the deck and asked who was aboard the ship, even though we were pretty certain it would be Euphoria. They responded with something strange. I think it was a fake name. And then they yelled at us with magic. Eventually, we came face to face with them, and our crews faced off as they were immediately attacking us when our ship caught up with them. We dispatched our two, dispatched. We dispatched our two Manticore soldiers to
This guy's Tom.
take down the bad guys, and they fired upon us. We fired upon them. We were just interested in taking Euphoria for the reward money and for justice, of course, for justice. And how things turned out, the captain was thrown overboard by their cat, Mo. And he wound up on a floating piece of ice behind the adventurer's mark, which was odd, but it was something to do with their ship has magical things. And this Captain Mirth, he was now unarmed and bleeding. And Euphoria approached him, held a dagger to his throat, and cut his throat.
Stop nodding.
Shit happened. I mean, he's not lying.
And Ravenwood says, "What happened next, officer?"
Understand this.
When she cut his throat, he tried to scream, but no sound came out. Instead, something like a ghost or a spirit seemed to escape from his body, and it was sucked into a bracelet that Euphoria was wearing around her wrist.
It sounds like a painless death, if you ask me. It's like, it's merciful.
And this all happened and went into a little charm, like a charm bracelet. And then his ghostly screams echoed out and then were gone. And it was as if he had been captured in her bracelet. And she then turned to us, and I will never forget this, and said, "Tell your king that he's next."
Oh, shit, I did do this. Oh, I didn't think we'd be on trial.
Talking. You are killing me here.
I'm not talking.
You just said, "Holy shit, I did do that," and like 5 people heard.
Fucking repeat it.
What did you do? You first place. Sorry, Your Honor.
Ravenwood says, "Did the manticores survive the attack?" And the officer says, "No, they were both killed by the crew of the Adventurer's Mark." Were there other losses? There were 3 others killed in the crossfire, and as many as 6 more wounded. No further questions, Your Honor. He walks back. This isn't how he walks, but it might be. He has a little bit more of a pep in his step than maybe the last witness.
Gross.
Yeah, I hate him.
What's this guy's name?
But
Officer Grodunk?
No, Ravenwood
Or
is the lawyer.
Delirious, yeah.
Officer
Grogunk.
Scrodum.
No S.
Would the defendant care to cross-question the witness?
Yeah.
What is his name again?
Woody? Judge
No,
Woody?
Grogunk.
Grodunk.
Grodunk.
Officer
Gro-
Grodunk. Like you have to
Gro-
grow if you want to ever dunk.
Thanks, I'll never be able to
How
do that.
rude. Yeah.
Officer Dunkrow, how far away were you from the ice when there was a confrontation, supposedly, allegedly, between my client and this naval officer?
Our ship was in motion slightly. It was circling around the activity. It was between as near as 20 feet, as far away as 60 to 80 feet from the occurrence.
Mm-hmm. So your ship was moving. You are claiming that you had a direct eye line to this the entire time?
Yes, she seemed to be making a show of it.
Do you have 20/20 vision, sir?
I don't believe so, but I've never
Do you
worn
wear
corrective.
glasses?
No.
I see them on your face right now. Put them. He took them off.
He took him off.
These are only for style. They don't have any lenses in them.
Mm-hmm.
Take them
And
for
were
evidence.
you wearing
He
your?
sticks his finger through the glasses.
Were you
They go
wearing
right through
your
it.
stylish glasses that you don't need at the time?
I think these actually came with the April line, which was only recently released. I got
So it's
them
possible
on
that
sale at a Macy's.
something as small as you said a charm bracelet would be missed from a moving vehicle 80 feet away without glasses.
Objection, leading question. I think, or speculation.
Okay, I'll be the judge. No. I'd like to hear what she would have to say. I'm Woody Strong Eye.
Possible that it could have been missed.
Yeah, I guess just describe to me how much of this bracelet, this small charm bracelet on this small tiefling woman you were able to see.
If there wasn't an otherworldly being being sucked into the bracelet, I could have missed it.
How could you see that 80 feet away?
Yeah.
80 feet's
okay.
not that far.
A little, like his little soul, my tiny bracelet. Oh, okay.
But
I'll give that to you.
if you recall, the soul was like ghosted out and like slurped in.
I have not asked a question, so you can
Oh, that was just Jake.
wait.
I was just reminding.
I don't care what your name is. I did not ask a question.
Kelsey never leaves.
Have you met the defendant before that day?
No, never.
Okay. You are not the guy that I thought you were. I'm going to cross off the rest of my list. And no further questions, Your Honor.
No,
You didn't see
no,
it. Wait, what?
You
One
have
second,
to-
Your Honor.
So we talk. Bill's here too, the aide. Okay, first it was an act of defense. You have to start from there. They attacked first, is what
Right,
happened.
okay.
Because remember, we said a fake name so that we wouldn't get into anything. Yes, so we said a fake name. Oh wait, hold on, I'm British. We said a fake name so that they wouldn't fight us and we wouldn't have to fight them, so we would try to avoid conflict at all costs. And so then, we didn't want to start this, but they started it with us.
Okay, shush. Too much. I go back to the guy. I forgot his name. Grunk.
No, Grow Dunk.
Mr. Grunk, who fired first?
Han Solo.
What?
What?
What did you
He said Han Solo.
Oh.
Han shot first. As I said before, we fired a warning shot with a note onto the deck of the Adventurer's Mark.
A warning shot. Could this warning shot have been seen as threatening? Life-threatening, even?
I'm reading the friendly reminder type search directions over here. Real quick.
Also,
said
this is
dead
a
or
side
alive.
note for Jacob. Our adorable puppy dog is clawing at the office door because she would like to see you.
She wants to come in.
She wants to come in. She's like, oh, she's kind of walking away sad because you didn't open the door. She knocked like 4 times.
Remember, the thing said dead
There
or
he
alive.
is.
It said dead or
Look.
alive.
This
Go
is our
inside,
dog,
Lucy.
guys. She was knocking on the door. It was so cute.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
Okay.
She's like, but now you're not even gonna pet me? How rude. Yeah, put her on your lap.
If I knew this was going to be a whole thing when I was on a roll. Not a good roll, but like a roll. So, could a warning shot be seen as a threat?
You have to say more. He's not gonna answer that.
No, I think he's frozen.
Is he frozen?
That's a frozen face.
Is that frozen? Oh no.
Oh, did he
That's
kick
so
the
funny.
power? He kicked the power straight. Oh, if he's frozen, guys, didn't we lose somebody too? Didn't Nugget go down?
Yeah, Nugget definitely died because I had to revive somebody.
Yeah, Jake. Yeah. I'm still here. I'm still kicking. This is a you problem, buddy. I'm sorry. I turned into Mo. Can I help you in some way?
He kicked the
Just
strap.
so I don't.
Wait, yeah, no. Let's use this as like a little time for us to actually figure out what the heck we're gonna do. Also, you became Jake, Royals,
know.
Kelsey.
Oh,
Okay. Chat.
dismiss
we
the
have
trial.
like 10 minutes,
Dismiss the trial.
5 minutes to strategize while DM Jake fixes his computer.
This is great.
Everybody
What should we do?
brainstorm. What do we
'Cause
say to this guy?
Everything he said was correct. I did all this bad stuff.
Okay, but true. But
True.
we're not on trial for that.
But why?
No.
I guess it's like what? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
We
you
don't
can't
know
bring
who's
that up.
bringing
No, the
this
thing is-
crime.
It's basically just the thing that they're doing is saying that I'm evil. So it does. It's
Yeah, but sure. But
relevant.
even during that moment, right? I think right after or before, you still healed Nugget. This is why Nugget should go on the thing because
I mean, no,
yes,
he has to. He has
Yes,
to go
you-
on.
you have
But it's
hurt
just not
Nugget.
our turn to
Sure.
call somebody. But he should
But-
go
but-
on because they brought it up last time.
and
too.
they'll,
He's trying to
Nugget
make this
will
a trial
recall.
of character. Is that not allowed?
Yeah.
Jay
No,
Brizzy?
it's sort of the both because that's why we had Alaron or as Azkaban. That's why we had him on as a character witness.
Azkaban.
But if
Azkaban
Nugget-
was on.
If Nugget goes on, Nugget
Uh-huh.
can recall the account of that entire battle, But he'll also mention that UA healed him,
I've healed Nugget like 8 times.
We've already
All
talked
I
about
do
Nugget being
is.
healed.
but he's never been
he
on.
hasn't been on the stand. We have to have him say it. It's
Okay,
not
but,
so
like,
much
wait,
as if we
you
say
wait,
it.
why did you do that evil thing? Because those people, like, that
They
guy
killed
was,
my
like,
king.
abusive.
They killed my king. He was an abusive guy. Maybe we should ask him if he knew the
History between you two?
No, if what the captain was like, and maybe we could see if we can find somebody who knew that captain, and we could follow that line of abuse. I don't know.
No,
Because
but
I'm
No,
like
no,
nobody.
no, no,
That's
was
too
a bad
much.
guy.
We just have to say that he's not a reliable witness because of the
Biased. He's
distance.
I
biased.
tried that with his eyes.
It's
And
not
he's
unbiased.
biased.
He's biased.
And he's not unbiased.
He
He is biased because he was
paid.
employed
He's
to try to
employed
kill
by
me.
by the government, which is the
Mhm.
people.
Yes.
We can try it.
We could try bias.
What question do you want me to ask? Because sometimes my questions are bad.
No, I think you should just go up to the. Your questions are not bad. You're doing a great
Oh,
job.
You're doing good.
Yeah, I like it. I like when you said, "What is your name?" and then you keep saying it wrong. I like that. It's
Wait,
kind of intimidating.
Kit Kat, what do you mean ask if anyone else knew anything?
Like, ask if anybody else on the ship.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're
man.
just gone.
Well, so Labrelle's moved over.
We don't. You're not even supposed to be here. We're strategizing right now.
Yeah,
Us in
no.
chat are trying to get our shit together. So
Yeah. He keeps throwing stuff at us, which is great. But yeah, no. Go up to the judge. Go up to Woody Strong Eye and be like, after talking to my aide, I don't know what the heck we're called, but like my people.
paralegals.
Yeah, my paralegals. We believe that this is a biased witness due to this, and this, and we'd like him. We'd like to recount everything he has said.
Yeah,
I think
or
if they're
he's on
biased
it.
though,
Yeah.
And Jay Rizzy, you're now my legal expert.
Yeah.
You appear to know things. If
Yeah,
there's,
it's
like,
circumstantial. Exactly. Say exactly what he freaking said. Jail Rizzy.
But circumstantial evidence is evidence. It's still evidence.
Yeah, but if you're talking to the judge, and if the judge is the one that makes the final decision, easily someone that's being paid to say, "Oh yeah, she did this evil thing," it's like, well, of course you're gonna say that.
But also, this is just one person's word
Yeah,
against.
that's exactly. So
That's
what you
why-
should state is that this witness
UA?
is unreliable.
That's why you have to stop admitting to everything that he says you're doing out loud during
Kelsey,
the trial so I can
I'm
say
not-
it didn't happen.
I'm not acting as UA when this is happening. That's why I'm not using my British voice when I react. That's my Lexi voice.
The
when
way
I'm
that she looked
reacting.
up, you're not doing what?
Okay, Jake just shut the door, so hopefully
Yeah.
he'll be back, and then we can use all this stuff.
Yeah, well, he's just leading. It's not a reliable witness. It is,
Right.
yeah.
Right.
It is hidden. It is hidden. It's hidden. It's hidden to present, the true origin. And the true origin is that a ship came up to us, fired upon us, sent this warning note saying they wanted to take your person who paid you to take them across, whatever, dead or alive.
Nugget got hurt.
One of our people got hurt. Actually, many of us got hurt. We all got hurt. We were
There's a
all
lot of
injured from this.
injuries.
Yeah.
Oh
we were
yeah,
also
Mo,
injured.
you almost died.
You
Guys,
almost
we
died.
almost lost Burnt Bill. That
And
was
Nugget. We almost lost many of our guys in a fight that they started that we tried to get out of.
Okay, but I'm gonna repeat the most important part of that sentence. Burnt Bill. We almost lost Burnt Bill.
We should also call Burn Bill up, mainly because he wanted to turn her in, but over the time
I'm gonna
grew
call
to like her.
Burnt Bill up so he can deny the entire thing ever happened.
Yeah. Okay. So they're saying it was self-defense. Case closed. We have to prove our own side of the story, how we were hurt,
You didn't read
and
that
that they
whole comment.
started. What he
That
said. But now the
comment was
question: can you prove your
self-defense,
side of the
case closed.
story?
I have no idea what's happening.
No. I was reading the one. Well, no, he was right, but I'm reading the one above it. I'm reading Jail Rizzy. But now the question is: can you prove your side of the story?
Yep. All right, I see a D20. Let's see.
Yeah. Let's see. DM Drake. Wait. Kelsey, you're DM Drake.
Yay!
Say we win. Say we win, and then we're done, and we can go fight him on
Mistrial.
time.
While you
Mistrial.
were
win?
gone,
You guys won?
we won the trial.
Yeah,
That's
we did.
awesome. Congratulations.
Okay, I want to finish my questions to the guy but don't read any of the comments.
Go ahead.
Okay. Mr. Brodunk.
Grodunk, officer.
You just call me an officer.
I was.
No,
That's my
focus mode.
title.
Focus mode. Oh. Whatever. Okay. Can you prove that anything you said in your story happened? Do you have any physical proof? Any other witnesses here that could corroborate?
There were 16 others on board the Manticore who can testify to the same story.
Great. Are they here, ready to testify?
None of
12
them.
of them are in attendance in the stand, if called upon to testify.
Mm-hmm. And who pays all of these people? All these naval officers?
The Monrethian Navy.
Mm-hmm. And who is the prosecution in this case?
Ravenwood whispers, "The Kingdom of Monrethia. The Kingdom of Monrethia is the prosecution."
Your Honor.
He was just...
Objection.
Come on. Objection. I don't even need to say what kind. That was
Okay. Sorry, it was just flavor. I forgot the rules. Jake forgot the rules. Continue.
It's yeah, so
Sustained.
you have no physical evidence other than other men who you speak to every day who also work for the Kingdom of Monrethia could tell me the same story that you just told on the stand that they just heard. They would back you up. That's your only proof? No further questions, Your Honor. And Mo sits down. It's my turn to call witness. Can I call witness? Can I do it now?
Just a moment. I'd like a redirect.
Ugh,
He just learned that word last week.
Officer Grodunk,
I'm not talking to you.
the defendant's representation asked you if this first shot could have been seen as a threat. Were you flying the colors of Monrethia when you approached the target ship? Yes, we were flying Monrethian covers. We were publicly a Monrethian naval ship. And was Euphoria a wanted fugitive at the time of the incident? Yes, she was. In most of your experience, does the law say that
What does it say?
What?
Yeah.
does the
what
law
does it,
say that
what does it say,
when-
Ravenwood?
Leading.
confronted
Objection
by-
leading. Objection leading.
when confronted by officers of the Navy or the law?
Objection, Your
I'm
Honor.
I'm rephrasing.
Act as the honor.
When officers of the law or of the Navy confront wanted fugitives in the past,
Uh-huh.
how are they usually met with, in your experience? They either surrender to be arrested or brought in for questioning, or in some cases they will fight to escape the law. And that's all. Just trying to make it clear that this was clearly a Navy, and that by beginning a confrontation and continuing confrontation instead of turning their fugitive selves in, the defendant and her crew, many of which are also present, were breaking the law.
Okay, I'm gonna read.
Your
read,
witness.
I'm
Oh,
reread
you're
directly.
rereading? Okay. Last re.
Can we talk about how they did this for money? And that, of course, they're gonna
Your
want to
Honor.
say that our people got hurt.
Not Your Honor. What are you, Brodunk? Brodunk,
Officer Grodunk.
was Euphoria of Monrethia ever served papers informing her that she was wanted by the law?
Not that I'm aware.
So when the Navy approached her aggressively, how was she to know that she was wanted by the law? And for what crime?
At this point, Raven would say, Your Honor, prosecution has already established that proof of Yue's fugitiveness had been posted publicly in all of the surrounding kingdoms of the Southern Isles.
I don't care. There's no proof that Yue ever saw any of those. In fact, she didn't until I pulled one out of my pants. But Mo said that really quietly, so no one heard it. So unless you can show me when the papers were legally delivered to her hands, there is no proof that Yue knew she was a wanted fugitive.
Yue was on the run and could not have
no
been delivered anything.
No further questions, Your Honor.
All right, what's your witness?
I call William the Scorched to the stand.
Burnt Bill.
Does Burnt Bill know he's going to the stand, or is that kind of a surprise for him?
It's probably a surprise.
Oh no.
Burnt Bill's just
No.
looking straight ahead. He's kind of like looking around for William the Scorched.
He's right next
Bill,
to
that's you. Bill.
My William?
Are you not? Is your
Am I
name
the
not-
Scorched?
Is your full name not William?
My
They
full
just
name's
named you
Burnt Bill. Burnt Bill.
It's on your birth certificate?
What's a birth certificate?
Okay.
Do you know how many times Mo has been like, but William, and he just like went with it? That's the best part of this whole thing.
Is
Yeah,
it me?
It's you. It's you. Just go up there, buddy. Go on. You got it.
Do I leave the mustache on?
Yeah. It looks dignified. You can't take it. You wait. Don't
I
tell him to
kept it.
take it off. He can't just take it off halfway
I
through the
kept it.
trial.
So
tired.
William the Scorched, aka Burnt Bill, approaches the stand. Mo, you're up.
William,
I
were you
kept it.
present at the incident with the Naval Army? You know the last guy? You know how he was talking about the stuff that happened with the Navy, with the flying...
I kept in the
Lion.
big beasts, the flying beasts.
Yeah, so you were there, right?
I kept in the battle of the Manticore.
Right, okay.
Tale to be told of a captain.
Can you tell me that tale as you remember it? Do you remember Yue doing anything wrong?
It's hard for me to try and be the lawyer at the same time as this, so somebody else has to be the bad guy lawyer. at the
Burnt
same time.
Bill is my
Burnt Bill.
best friend. Burnt
No,
Bill
no.
would... I know. Do you hear me call him Burnt Bay?
I'm just
That was a
saying, do
mistake,
you
but
recall
I'm
Yue doing anything
standing
wrong?
Was
by
it a mistake?
All right.
He would...
Uh,
if you tell the story wrong, then you are a biased DM and I'm quitting the game.
whoa. Who's telling the story wrong? All I was saying is that now that I'm on your team, Jake, am struggling to remember to look out for when you're saying things in a way that you shouldn't
Oh,
be saying it from a
yeah.
legal standpoint.
Yeah,
It's
you have a
hard
tough
when
job.
you're
I
like
want-
8 guys.
I want the help
It's
of
a
the
tough
chat.
job.
I want
We
the help of
love
the
DMs.
chat to be impartial and object if Moog steps out of line while Burnt Bill is talking.
They're
to
not
you.
going to be impartial or objective. They want us to win. I
Yeah,
love
they're
you,
for
chat.
sure on our side. They came
They
up with our
throw
whole legal
tomatoes.
strategy in
I'm
5
on your
minutes.
side too.
Yeah.
I'm on your side
No,
too.
you're
Okay.
not.
You're not on our team, Jake. We
I'm
don't
on your
even
side,
like
Captain.
you.
I'm on your side, Captain. Repeat the question, please.
No, you're don't see. The question is, can you please recount that day as you, an eyewitness, remember it?
Hi, Captain. We pulled into the shop, Captain. We just recently got work done on the ship. Made upgrades and increased the speed of the ship by quite a bit, Captain. We had installed a ray of frost barrel. I'm not sure how it works, Captain, but you press the button and we go fast. We sailed further into the wild sea and further outwards to head east. And that's when we were confronted, Captain, by a ship flying the Monrethian colors. I had recently had my shirt used as a flag to disguise our ship as the Monrethian colors as well. No, it was the Pelasian colors. I was upset about that because it was my only shirt. But
Did you or
we got
did
a
you
new
not
shirt.
get a new shirt? Okay, just want to continue.
Sorry, Captain. Yes, I got a new shirt.
Forgiven.
And then we
Objection, Your Honor, badgering the witness.
Shut the fuck up.
You're not even there.
were you given a new shirt? You got a new shirt.
He did, and it was my only money for like 2 weeks. So like,
Yeah. Leroy was spending hundreds of gold in the shipwright.
They gave me $3
Thousands,
and I
maybe.
spent it on that shirt.
Yeah. It was a nightshirt, Captain. We came to battle with the other ship, which had a manticore on the front. 2 flying beasts circled the ship and fired down upon us with stinging barbs. I was struck multiple times in the chest and abdomens.
Oh my god, you were. I'm so sorry to put you through this trauma again.
As was other members of our... Sorry, I didn't know if you were muted or...
oh yeah. Can you show us any evidence of those injuries?
And he lifts up his shirt and shows his granddad abs, which are...
Yeah, he's got
they're
abs.
nice.
He's like ripped. Burnt Bill
This
is
dude-
like,
Burnt
Mo
Bill, he mans the
points-
jib all day. He puts the man in man the jib.
Mo points to his scars and she is trying not to cry.
He's got, a few just basically circle ruptures there, but they're pretty well healed.
But they're
After I
still
struck-
there. You can put your shirt down, baby boy.
Like I nearly fell in battle. I was covered by Yue. She used healing word to close my wounds, or maybe it was cure wounds. I don't remember, Captain, but I think there was weed involved. And
Weed isn't illegal for like another 400 years, so.
I joined back at the fight, along with Nugget, who was there firing a crossbow. He was injured as well in the battle. Mo had gone aboard the other ship to try and close things off to end the fight. Kanar and Yue were fighting the manticores flying overhead. Eventually, we overcame the enemy. And after that, Yue killed the captain of the ship on the ice, which was made from the Ray of Frost cantrip explodey button.
Okay, I want to
Pause the game real quick.
Okay.
Because I disagree that Burnt Bill would ever rat us out like that. Ever.
You asked him for to retell the tale.
You asked him to retell the tale. It's okay.
I winked 3 times.
Do you think he
He
knows
saw
what
you
a
wink.
wink is?
He
Yes!
saw you wink.
Burnt Bill and I spent like 17 hours a day together. It's not my fault that the enemy
Bill
lawyer
has-
also plays Burnt Bill.
has told this tale in the past. He never left this part out before. This was not a part to leave out.
What if,
Kelsey,
can
it's
we roll?
fine.
Can we
It's
roll
fine,
to see
Kelsey.
if Burnt
It's
Bill
fine.
understood the wink or not?
I'm
Sure,
only
it-
saying it's fine because Royal's
So-
saying it's fine.
So were you trying to communicate for him to lie? I honestly...
Oh, he wasn't in DM mode. We kind of have to let. DM
I guess
Jake
finish
know.
the story, Burnt Bill, but yes, I think
Do you
Burnt
want it
Bill-
finished? Or
No,
because
wait.
I get that Mo was trying not to get that far. You can
No, I
roll
just
to...
want him to tell us truthfully what happened that day.
All right. Make a In that case, I want you to make either a deception or a performance check for me.
Chat was like, by the way, chat was said the peanut gallery is blinded by abs. Burnt Bill's abs, and then Bill just thought he was getting lucky with all the winks was also something that was said.
There's my deception.
30.
There's just no
Holy
way my
hell.
best friend would ever sell us out. He's our witness. They have their witnesses.
And not with rolls like that. He's not selling us out.
Oh,
I got really tangled just now.
I'm not trying to
Okay.
like.
Are you okay?
Yeah. All right. So in that case, I'll say that your deception is so good that you managed to make it perfectly clear to your friend who has
My
seen you
best
lie.
friend.
Yeah, your best friend. While also keeping that wink that's very obvious to the rest of us away from most of the courtroom, and including the judge.
What about the lawyer?
The lawyer too, for a 30. Psh, come on.
Nobody saw the wink. Everybody just
Nobody
thought
saw
Mo,
the wink.
Mo like
Only
was like,
Burnt Bill's entire soul saw it.
Burpo felt it in his pants.
Think I felt a wink.
Oh God.
All right.
That's what happens when you roll a 30.
Now, all right. Burnt Bill, his story began basically in the same way. And it ends, eventually, we got the best of him. And then, after we used the Ray of Frost boosters to get a boost with the ship and leave behind a trail of ice, we won the fight and escaped.
That's a 30 for you.
Well, that's not his deception check.
Okay.
Well, yeah.
Okay. And how do you recall this fight ending, buddy?
Victoriously, Captain.
Right. What did you?
We all grew closer and bonded
Oh, we
as a crew.
did. But what did Yue do?
She saved me life, and the life of Nugget, and maybe the other two of us too. In a tough battle that could have ended with all of us dead. Prior to this battle, Captain, if I may, I never told Yue this, but I was planning to turn her in for the money.
Burnt Bill.
I thought you knew that already, Captain.
Keep going. Keep
I-
going, Bill.
Captain, Yue, I didn't know you, and it was a lot of money. But then you saved me, so I didn't do it, because me life's worth more than me money.
So beautiful. No further questions, Your Honor.
Okay.
Let's see how this plays out. Ravenwood.
God, this is a much better
All right.
lawyer.
Ravenwood approaches the stand. What is your name, sir?
Oh, fuck.
It's Burnt Bill or William the Scorched, Captain. Or not Captain, sorry.
He's such a fast loner.
Burnt Bill or Raven the Scorched, or whichever.
Raven the Scorched.
It'll be with the ship. And Ravenwood says,
That might actually be like a medical condition. The same.
when he's nervous, he wants to just be with the
I
ship.
really can't do this. This whole
He
trial
wants
is
to go
so...
home.
What's your occupation on board the Adventurer's Mark? I man the jib. Right. And are you paid well? Gold a week? Right.
That's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot of money.
And also, he's definitely gotten a raise. He gets like
He gets a lot. He's
one
doing
gold
good right now.
and 1 copper a week.
Prior to meeting the crew of the Adventurer's Mark, what was your occupation? A man of the jib. And who did you man the jib for in your previous... Who were your previous employers? What's that?
I'm talking to my bestie.
Nobody's gonna see that.
I know, little one like this, like this.
All right, make a performance check.
Oh, that's
He'll-
also
he'll-
gonna be amazing.
I'll take a look at you.
Performance. Why not persuasion?
Because you're not persuading him to see you. You're like, nobody, none of you see this, right?
15.
Okay. Let me see. The previous captain for a time man the jib for Jack of Diamonds. Is it the Jack of Diamonds or Jack of Spades? Jack of Diamonds, I think. You guys remember the
Ace of
Jack of
Jacks?
Diamonds?
I remember Jack. I don't remember.
We'll just
I don't
call him
remember
Jack.
diamonds.
Cat Jack.
Captain Jack.
Yeah.
Captain Jack. No, I think it was.
Captain Jack
I think it
Diamonds.
was Spades, but I'm not
Spade
sure.
sounds more familiar.
Maybe
we don't
the
need
Spades.
to talk about him. He's not important.
And Ravenwood goes, "Oh, I think I know that name," and he like points at one of his aides, and his aides like writing it down, searching through a bunch of shit.
Shut up.
And he goes, and before that, and at this point he spots Mo. She rolled a 15. A bunch of other captains. I always man the jib. Gold a week, is me right? Been sailing the seas for a long time, Captain. Or, not Captain. Ravenwood.
He's so used to
He just like
saying
doesn't
it.
know what to say. He doesn't know how to call people names unless he like knows them personally.
Gold a week, man the jib. And does your occupation lead you to anything other than manning the jib? Scrub the deck, clean the sails. Other sailor terms. Tie the ropes, tie the knots, climb the bird, crow's nest.
And you're good at every one of them, buddy.
Occasionally
Your
take
Honor.
the helm
Sorry, Your Honor.
if the wind's with it.
Mo's like I was gonna say taking pictures of him. I don't know. She's sketching pictures of him on the stand because she thinks he
Alright.
looks so good.
You got a
We'll
cell phone.
montage. We'll montage the rest of this this witness real quick. So, Ravenwood isn't able to get much out of Burnt Bill. He mans the jib and he does general pirating, but he doesn't actually incriminate himself.
Good for Bill.
Yeah, and he doesn't have a name that is found in their like most wanted list. So
Yay.
this proves to
Yeah.
be mostly non-fruitful for the accusing party witness. And
That's all we can ask for, really.
Did it help us?
Mostly non-fruitful.
I don't know. Did it?
I don't know, man.
I think it did because it
I have
showed that
no
there
idea.
were different
Different perspectives.
perceptions, different perspectives.
Mm-hmm.
And that Yue's role in that battle was a healer.
I'm going to redirect real quick. I'm just going to say, William, do you recall Euphoria yelling things?
And Kelsey wants this trial to end.
Aye,
so
aye,
we're doing
yar,
these
and all that.
Yelling
Weird.
evil things out loud just into the air on that day?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the first part. Who was yelling the evil things?
Did Yue yell
Yue.
evil
I thought you said
things?
you, like A.
No,
like you.
me. But Bill, it's me. We're talking
Yue.
about me.
Aye,
Yeah.
I know Yue,
yar,
I
and all
misheard.
that other pirate stuff.
It's
Thank you,
okay.
Captain.
All you people who are following us, thank you so much. We love having you here.
Thanks for the
Anyway.
follows.
Why did your voice crack?
I was so excited.
You're so
Switching
cute.
characters.
Okay.
Okay. We're
Burnt
trying to
Bill,
get to that
did you
sample goal,
hear
BB.
Yue say
Mm.
evil things out loud on that day, and she immediately very subtly shakes her head at him.
No, Captain.
Amazing.
Nothing evil.
Did she yell out anything at all?
God.
Make another. God, what is this gonna be? Make another deception check. You know that there's 1,000 people looking at you at all times.
We're all watching you. This is so good.
21. Right, but Mo has a big old furry head, and she's barely moving. She's
Honestly,
going-
that was like the most chill you've been. Like from getting away with this. Like I'm really impressed.
did
He
Yue
says-
yell out anything at all? And then I got a 21 deception.
Nothing other than get down. And I'm coming to heal you. things of that nature.
Things that saved your life. All right.
I
Smoke
couldn't-
this.
No further questions.
She said, "Smoke this, Captain."
Get
All right.
it.
Next witness, if you guys are ready. In the meantime, before that happens,
Oh, good. Good.
Maybe
Let's
give us another little
go.
recap of
Kanar's
what's...
in the game.
Hey, I'm also
Yay.
here.
Give us.
Hey,
we have
Laura,
some new
welcome.
people here. Show it. Tell us one more time what the scene is.
Absolutely. Let's redress it real quick. All right. Kanar, last week, earlier this morning in game time, last week in real life, you found your star witness, Robert Coward, who is the rat bastard who you guys captured to bring back and testify on UA's behalf. Kelsey, if you got like blurbs to put up,
I'm blurbing away. You keep going.
blurb away.
Blurb.
All right. Robert Coward said that he had found the body of the king. Inside, guess whose house? Valerius Ravenwood's house.
Which is the lawyer, the bad guy lawyer.
The body of the king was recently stolen from its actual tomb the day after the gang dropped into town from the 5-minute loading dock. So when you guys snuck into Valerius Ravenwood's home while he is currently at court, you went to the second story, you disarmed a glyph on an enchanted mirror in his bedroom, passed through the mirror. Robert Coward rose 2 skeletons as bodyguards, one of which opened the door and was hit by a trap with a knife through his hand. The other one stumbled through the door and fell into a pit of acid. Those were Bert and Ernie. I think Ernie's the one that what got acided. Bert's still cool. He just has the knife in his hand. And beyond that door and over that acid pit was this scene. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. A dark, dungeon-like chamber, lit by glowing red embers in braziers scattered throughout. Chains are draped everywhere, some laid out across the stone floor like large snakes, others suspended from the ceiling. Throughout the room, glass cases suspended from these chains, each displaying a mysterious object, like in a museum. Among these objects, a diamond tiara, a monstrous fur cloak with a wolf's head, a small red vial, and on the opposite side of the chamber, a large leather tome. Behind it, a wall of dangling chains so thick that it obscures the sight of anything beyond. In the center of the room, the most grisly sight. The partially decomposed corpse of a gray-haired man, strange arcane symbols carved into the bone-tight skin on his body. And as you watch, you see that 2 razor-sharp golden daggers levitate just above the corpse, delicately carving more and more of these runes into his flesh. Upon the man's head, the golden crown of Manrethia. This is the late King Oygrin. Howard says, "Don't touch anything," before throwing a bit of dust over the whatever it is that might be wielding the knife, revealing it to be an invisible stalker, which is a creature that you guys encountered in the first episode of this adventure when it came after Robert Coward to assassinate him before he could testify or do anything of that nature. This creature was supposedly sent by Kor, who is an evil assassin type that the Manrethian people have used in the past when things get really hairy. And that's where we are now, as you guys are down here in this basement with this dead body. The door behind the 3 of you, including Bert, swings closed, and it has a ornate golden K on the side of it, and it's like straight line down. Sorry, I forget that my whole camera's not in frame, so sometimes I make like wide gestures, but the K is like this and like this, like a whoop, 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 whoop. It's like a K. So what do you do?
Okay, Robert, do we stop the invisible stalker from creating these runes? Like, how do we? What do you think? Like, we got to get across one to get to the king, but also two, I feel like we should stop that.
Okay, so just by looking around, you do see, and this is Jake still. There's still there's room to go around. Probably these guys. You would have to get pretty close to them. But as far as actually getting past them to get wherever you're going, you could make it.
How many?
But
how many do I see?
there's 2 floating daggers. That's all that there is. So as far as you know, there's 2 beasts, 2 invisible stalkers. But they're invisible, so hard to tell. One of them has been revealed by dust, but that will basically speck away because it only sticks for a second and then it just falls right through.
Oh, well, that one's there. I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on it.
Okay. And we've already established that Hunter's Mark will outline even invisible creatures to be spotted by the folks. So you don't need, you just need to cast it on something that you see, right? It's not attached to an attack or anything.
No, it's a bonus action. If I see
Special
it, then
human.
it's
Okay. And that will work on 1 creature at a time, Hunter's Mark.
to work on one creature at a time. At the time of that creature's death, I can
It'll leap to
use it.
somebody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So a shimmering green outline appears over this long, skinny, slender man looking creature who is hunched over the body of the king with one outstretched limb holding a golden dagger like a scalpel. This creature is 15 feet tall and hunched over. I think they're more like 13, 12 feet tall, but hunched over so that he's only more like 7 feet, with his arm just moving all over and etching these little runes. To your question that you asked, Robert, he is going to inspect and look at the runes and see if you can figure out. You can make an Arcana check as well. See if you can figure out what they're actually doing. What you got?
At an 8.
Okay. It's some type of ritual. And I'm really not sure how far they are through it. If they complete it, that would probably be bad for us, but it also might be bad for us to interrupt at this stage unless you want to get in a fight. So I'll take your lead on this one.
Well, there's no time like the present, and I'm gonna shoot the one that I can still see with one of my arrows.
Wait.
Huh?
It happens. Make your attack roll. But in a whisper, he'd be like, wait. Because he's just seeing you just.
I love it.
14.
Nice.
All right. Let me pull up this guy's stats. He's right here. Okay, you're going to hit him. Roll your damage.
That is 11 plus the Hunter's Mark. 12.
Lovely. 12 damage. Okay. He takes 12 damage. You can take an extra attack if you'd like. It's part of your same turn.
Yeah, well, as I'm going for my second attack, like, Robert, should I wait? You specifically said wait.
Well, if you want to wait for a split second, you can see how the creature is going to react to
Yeah,
it.
how does the creature react?
So it's hit by the arrow, and this is a magic bow that you're firing. So oh, it's not a magic bow. It's not. Thank you for reminding me.
Oh, it's like
It's
the
the
little
children's
kid bow.
bow.
They confiscated all his magic.
Which,
We
by
don't
the
have
way,
magic bow
it's
anymore.
a D6 base damage instead of a D8, just so you know, for this fella. It has resistance to this attack, so your arrow, it strikes, and you see the green laser beam kind of shimmer a little bit as it's hit. The arrow does pass through it, but it's only going to take half that amount of damage.
Yeah, so 6.
And so Robert's going to say, so the creature sort of looks in your direction, and you see that its hand is still kind of working as it's looking sort of your way, and it goes back to
Okay.
its work.
Robert, I have an issue. My weapons are not magical unless I do.
But yeah, it doesn't look very magical. It looks like you got it at a toy store.
I'm very limited with how much magic I can actually use, but I'm going to. Ah, what what a predicament I'm in. All right, you
Doesn't
know what?
seem to have reacted yet. So I think we should figure out how to either kill them immediately or work our way around them. Maybe not any more of this half measure, pick them until they decide to pick back at us thing. Does that
Hey,
make sense?
Robert. What do you suggest, and how do we take this thing out in a one go type of situation? Because if not, I will do some hail of thorns.
Do it.
Right. And you would probably decimate the corpse at the same time. Or at least poke him full of magical pins. Let me think. What does Cloud Kill do?
Yeah, Robert. All of my moves is a very dangerous radius type of situation. If maybe Bert can get the body away from them.
We do have Bert. I like that idea.
Oh, you're gonna
use Bert as
don't
bait.
sacrifice him.
He already lost. Well, actually, he lost Ernie. He probably doesn't even want to
Yeah,
be there
he
anymore.
might not have much to live for anymore.
You look back and Bert's just looking down over the acid pit.
Oh, no, no.
Someone push him in.
No.
Then he
Use him,
notices
then
you
use
looking and he
him.
turns and he's like, he's fine.
What do I
He's just
recognize
bored.
any of those items in the those glasses?
Why don't you make either a history or an arcana check, whichever one you prefer.
Yikes.
Or a nature check, whichever one you prefer of the three.
Doesn't matter. Here we go. I had a 7.
7. The cloak is probably from a werewolf.
It's probably not because you rolled a 7.
Hey, whoa, I used to be a beast master. I recognize a werewolf when I see a werewolf.
He recognizes a werewolf when he
point.
sees a werewolf.
Robert,
That's a good
Robert,
point.
do you think any of those items could help in this situation?
Robert's going to take a look at the other items while Bert's going to sneak a little bit closer to the corpse, and Robert's going to tell it, don't step on the chains. And he himself is going to step over these chains that are kind of wrapped around like pythons on the ground. He takes a look at all the items, and I want you to make an insight check for me as he does so.
Ooh. All right. Here
How
it
we doing
comes.
there?
21.
Okay. So you see him pass by the princess's thingy, the what's that called? A tiara. He passes
Tiara.
by the tiara. He passes by the werewolf's cloak. He passes by the leather tome on the opposite side of the room. He comes back to it, like in a double take, and he lets out like a, and then he pretends like nothing happened and continues walking. But because you were
Robert,
muted in case you were supposed to.
Robert,
Oh, nothing. It was just an interesting little piece of text. Nothing to worry about. But you
God.
definitely recognize that he's very interested in that book.
Does this thing open? Or is it like sealed?
The little case,
Yeah.
so there is a little handle, like a little glass handle on the opposite side of, so you would be standing on the opposite side of it facing the body if you were to try and open it.
Then
Does that
yeah.
make sense in the layout wise?
I'm on the opposite side but facing the body. Yeah, I got you. I
Yeah.
can see the body, but I'm opening the door on the opposite
Yeah.
side.
So the
Yeah.
other side of the room, chamber.
Then yeah, I
with
want to
the-
get
near where the
over
chains are
there
hanging.
and I'm gonna open this case and look at this tome.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Robert's trying to pass it off still. He doesn't know that you see right through him. He goes like to the next thing. You get over there and you pull it open. It doesn't resist, It comes open with a quiet little squeak, and the chain that's suspending this case, like the museum chain that's holding it, illuminates in this gold light. And it starts at the top of the glass case and it goes up towards the ceiling. And you see the gold form around and go. It's like draped all around the ceiling, and it goes back behind you to where this wall of chains are. And as it touches other chains, the gold is forming more and more illuminated chain. And now that I'm going to have you make a quick perception check because you get a look at this book at the same time that this is happening. This is all happening at
I
once.
just set off the ADT alarm.
You set off something.
18.
Okay. You're looking at a book that's written in Infernal. You've seen Infernal before. I don't think you can read it, but UA knows it. And in the Lich's reading and everything, you've seen it. You've maybe learned like a basic set of words when the two of you have been, just chilling, writing Infernal to each other.
As we do.
Yeah. You recognize this as some type of list written in Infernal, but that's all you can make out without knowing the language. It just like straight up, it's a big, almost like a yellow pages of Infernal text.
I'm keeping the book.
You've taken it. It's like a heavy.
Oh, so it's a heavy,
tome.
thick one.
Yeah, it's like
not like the
big.
Skyrim one where it's just.
Yeah, it would be like.
then that page with this list, I'm going to very carefully rip the page out.
Okay. So as all this is happening, you kind of just do this to get it out of the way.
Rip.
Right? Oh, carefully. As you do, some flames just explode up like from the actual seam where you're ripping the page out. I'm gonna have you take some damage from this. The page is not damaged at all. The page is completely fine. Other than being ripped out of the book.
Stop, drop, and roll. 3 safety rules you should know.
Okay. You take 11 fire damage, and you are going to be, as you get the page in hand, your sleeve has caught on fire. Like you're engulfed pretty quickly up your arm in flame. As that's happening, you see that the chains behind you that are starting to glow orange, or not orange, but gold, are starting to move, separate apart, almost revealing what's in the next area. And as this curtain of giant hanging chains is parted, you see what looks like a man suspended by chains, some kind of a mutilated man with red skin, and you can't see his face because he's wrapped in these chains all over his body. And he's suspended in air about 2 feet off the ground. And he begins to lower, because his head's like this. And as he begins to lower to the ground, his head raises up. And the chains on his head are like separating and moving past him like snakes. And you catch just like glimpses of eyes that are just white orbs beyond it. And he begins to stand. And I'm going to have you and Robert Coward and this creature roll initiative right now.
18.
18. Lovely.
Mm-hmm.
And Robert Coward, by the way, he turns to you like as he hears the rip. And he's just like, no. He sees and he turns and he sees all this stuff happening and he pulls out his wand. He rolled pretty high as well, but you're gonna go first. So this creature, it lands on the ground, and now you see that it's not restrained in any way by these chains. They move along with him, almost as if it has control of them. And that's all you can really get before he makes a move, because it's your turn. What do you do?
Oh, where is this thing? Like in response to
So it would have. Okay. I'm gonna doodle it real quick, but
doodles.
yeah.
Maybe
You
should ask
walked
Robert
into the
what
room.
It is. Sorry. Sorry.
You walked into the room from the opposite side of this thing. Does that make sense? So, you do a quick diagram here. Entrance. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum bum. Bum 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 bum.
Mm-hmm.
Ba 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 ba. You see it?
Yeah.
This is where you guys walked in. Here it is. Here's where you walked in.
Yeah, okay.
The book is at the back. Right there.
Okay.
You're on the other side of the book. The dude came out of these chains at this side of the room.
Oh, he's behind me.
Yeah, he would have been behind you. He would have been behind you, yes. And so he's probably about 8 to 10 feet from you when he drops.
Let me see.
Wait, and Robert totally knows what this is.
Yeah,
he went,
Robert, you should have said something earlier about that noise you made.
I didn't know. I wasn't talking. I was just talking about the. I wasn't talking about anything.
Robert, if we're going to do this together, we have to work together. That means communication. And I take maybe 5 feet backwards.
Yeah.
Like in between those glass, and I'm shooting them my lightning arrow at 3rd level.
Go for it.
Which turns it magical, right?
Yeah, no, definitely. It's 'cause it's a spell. It's not that the bow is magical. It's you're gonna do magic damage.
22.
Easy hit.
Cool.
How much damage are you doing?
I'm still doing regular damage plus lightning.
Yes.
All right. That is 7 on regular damage.
Nice.
And that's a nice sound. 5 on wait, what did I say? No, 13 on regular damage and 5, so 18 total. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Math.
18 total, combination of lightning and whatever spiel damage. Right?
Yes.
Okay. It takes it. It struck right towards the chest. You see you find a piece of meat between like the chains that are passing over it. It looks mostly naked underneath, just tattered cloth. And you see that these chains that are on its chest and face and body, they're covered in like sharp, razor sharp, like spikes and everything all over the place. So you strike it with the lightning arrow. What's next?
Did those things, the invisible stalkers, did they react any at all?
You take a quick glance behind you. They are continuing their work. Or at least the one that you can still see with Hunter's Mark is continuing its work.
I want to shoot the sword or the dagger out of that one's hand.
Okay, so you fire a lightning arrow, you turn and take a quick shot at the golden dagger in the creature's hand. I don't think I need to make you do an attack roll. You're the strongest ranger. I think you'll hit with that.
I am.
Yeah. So with agility, your arrow travels, hits right into the dagger, and the dagger flies out. The creature seems to lunge for it and slightly misses, and then goes to chase after the dagger. These creatures, as you recall from the original description, you guys learned about them. Who was it? Like somebody random knew all the information about these creatures, but they're very one track. Like they're given an order. Almost like the monodrones when Unit first was made. These are like created and given something to do, and they seem to want to just carry that out. So it's heading towards its dagger. You can't tell if the other one adjusts, but you can see that other dagger is still moving just as it was. Do you want to make any other movements or any bonus action? I think your bonus was your lightning arrow. I don't know. Anything else on your turn?
No, but I'm prepping. I'm good. I'm ready.
Okay. All right.
What's up, danger?
So Robert Coward is going to strike at this thing. He's pulled out a wand, and with his other hand, he pulls out his long sword. He's dual wielding here, and he puts the wand on his sword hand and fires something. Let's keep the lightning theme going. Lightning bolt. So the creature doesn't do much to get out of the way, and a lightning streak extends out of the wand and right towards
Thank you.
the creature.
Thanks, Trevor.
He made his appearance. No Legos though.
Shit. Sorry. I'm sorry, I'm lost. Okay, it's almost done. It's almost done. Don't be mad, Mo. It's gonna be okay.
I'm chilling.
Most pissed off.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'm excited. My brain is I'm zoned in.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he rolled a lot of 6s.
Okay, now I'm pissed.
Yeah.
So he rolled a lot of 6s.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, we're not demons. I'm a demon, but they're not demons.
This is Robert's attack, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh,
I'm
no.
happy.
Very
I'm
excited.
also very much paying attention.
All right.
I am.
So Robert, a lightning bolt comes right out of Robert's wand and strikes through the chain devil. You see just lightning pass through all the chains to the ceiling. It deals him a total of 35 lightning damage. And Robert kind of glances over to you like, that's how you use lightning.
Okay. All right.
And then,
It's not a game, Robert.
and then as you look back from that at the creature, as it approaches you, it raises up a hand. And I have a photo of the chain devil. Kelsey, if you can. Oh, sorry, this is a chain devil.
Way ahead of you.
It's already up. It swings a hand down, and chains come with it, and it strikes at you. And just the second before the chains come to make impact or to miss, you spot this thing's face in its full form. Like the chains have moved aside, and its face looks just like Yue. Purple skin, horns. It's her face exactly, except it has a gash across it, as if the blade of an axe has come into it and almost split her head down the middle.
Oh no.
So you're looking at a dead Yue as it
very
strikes at
dead
you.
UA, like an extra one.
And as that
Extra dead.
happens, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Got a 1.
What the?
Damn.
You
So
want me to
that-
add anything? It's a 4 total, but it
So that certainly throws you.
Oh no.
So you're going
He's
to
got
be.
a weakness for UA, man.
You're gonna be
Oh,
officially
That's kind of
frightened.
canon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
You're gonna be officially frightened as that happens, and you're struck. Actually, I think this might miss you. I had rolled a total of 18 to hit.
18 hits.
Okay, sorry. I didn't know it was gonna be that. Okay.
No, I was okay.
Anyways.
No, I mean, I'm at
Not to
18,
be
so
a
18 hits.
Dick, Kanar, but Robert's kind of carrying the team right now.
It's been one turn.
You guys usually do that for me.
Nuh-uh.
I just
Okay.
I cast darkness.
Robert has
and you guys
pin-
kill everything.
Robert has pent up aggression. He's just getting it out of his system.
It's
Good
been a
for
while.
him.
All right, you take 12 damage. Sorry, 12 damage
Mhm.
from these spiky, chainy things. They slash through you, and you look and see out of the corner of your eye as you're like afraid of this thing that Robert, who's preparing another strike, he's struck by one of the chains behind him. It animates, it grows these spikes, and it latches out at him to grab him around the middle. And it does so. So it like grips around his midsection and pulls him backwards towards the wall, dealing him some damage as you see some of his side is just cut into. And he says, "Ah!"
So he says what?
So that's all happened.
I didn't hear. What did Robert say?
Fuck!
Thank you.
You turn back to the chain devil. That's Yue's face, but by now it's back covered in chains. Swings at you again, but you were able to duck out of the way as this one just was an 8. Swings past you. A heavy sound. The chain breaks the glass that's over the book as you duck underneath it and shatters glass in all directions. And then, should we cut away or should we go back to Kanar's turn? Real
Oh,
quick?
come on now.
Keep going to
Alright,
Kanar's
Kanar, go
turn.
ahead.
I'm
Kanar, go
in.
ahead.
I'm in. I want to see what happens.
Kanar, what do you do next?
Um,
So because you're afraid at this moment,
yeah. Is that disadvantage?
it gives you disadvantage on attack rolls, and you can't knowingly move towards this creature.
Okay.
It gives
yeah,
you
yeah.
disadvantage as long as it's in like your eyesight.
Question.
Yeah.
This is when the royal brain kicks in. How many chains are there? That's just
Oh.
flailing around.
Okay. Many.
Many.
So why don't you make a perception check and I can give you a little bit more information on that. But yeah, like when
royal
you walked in
question.
this room, chains are everywhere for sure.
Uh-huh. Oh, but
go
like, how
ahead.
many are the ones that are actively? It doesn't matter. I got
Yeah,
a
no.
9. Got
Gotcha.
a 9.
So with a 9, you see that there are 2 others that don't seem to be directly attached to him that are moving on their own accord. One of
Okay.
them that's wrapped around Robert, one on the other side of the room.
Okay.
That seems to be approaching you.
That's fine. I'm going to use my feature volley
Cool.
to shoot the 2 chains that are actively moving.
Sure.
Shoot the knife away from the invisible stalker and the one that's still holding it.
So you're
Shoot
just
that knife
rapid
as well.
firing.
Yeah, and then 1 arrow with another because we talked about this. If 1 arrow is the magic arrow, then all the other ones are just regular, right?
Yeah.
Another lightning arrow towards the devil.
Yeah. Okay.
Each arrow gets a roll.
Love it. Okay. Do you use the same attack roll? No, you probably
No, yeah,
roll
no,
them all.
you-
Roll them all.
Oh yeah, you have to roll them all according to
In
the,
whatever order
the
you
volley
want.
rules.
Call them out.
Oh. Huh.
But call them
Which-
before you roll, so
Oh.
that you're not like, I want this one to hit the one guy.
Well, all right, this one, because you said that as I was doing it, is the devil.
Okay.
I feel like that'd be a smart move. This one's for the devil.
This one's for the devil.
That one was that one's 21.
Beautiful.
Oh wow.
You can roll damage, or you can
Wow.
wait till your next roll.
Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is
10
5.
minutes later, we're gonna know.
Yeah.
This turned
5
out.
different attacks. Yeah, I'll roll
Okay.
damage now. Let's just do that now.
Sure.
Okay, hold on. Let me do the lightning arrow. That is 22.
Damn.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
And because he is hurt, I get to use my other feature.
oh
Yeah.
God.
I think it was like a D8.
This guy's dead.
Okay.
The devil died.
Yeah, my Colossal
The devil
Slayer
went down to
adds
Georgia.
another 8. So that's 30 points total.
Okay.
And I kind of smirk at Robert like, watch this.
It's like, I can't right now.
What? What are these?
So this is
Oh.
towards
He's being chained around.
Yeah, yeah,
this
yeah.
is
I
towards
remember.
one chain.
Yeah.
I guess this is the one that's moving Robert around.
Sure.
18.
I
The idea
guess.
is to pin the chains to like the walls, if
Sure.
that's possible.
Sure. Worth a try.
That's 18
Go ahead and roll your damage.
for a regular arrow.
Oh.
Is this is
So-
attached to the man? Oh, never
So
mind. That's 12.
18 doesn't hit its armor class, the actual chain itself.
Right.
It tings into it and just doesn't seem to pierce the metal.
That's fine. And I'm gonna start rolling with disadvantage as well.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. You had
No, you're
some
not.
inspiration from the lightning.
Hey,
Go ahead. Continue.
this is the other 14 for the other chain.
Okay. Somebody's phone's going off?
The dagger. I got a dirty 20.
I don't hear
Oh wait,
anything.
hold on. Let me do a disadvantage. Nope, still good. Still good.
Okay.
Dirty 20 for the dagger.
Lovely. This is the dagger that's still levitating over the body?
Yeah.
Okay. That flies on the whole hall. This one actually tink tink falls into a pit of acid.
Mm.
And you
Tink,
see the
tink.
guy go over to follow it in there. Go ahead.
And then 21 for that last dagger.
Daggers are across the room. This one's over by the door.
And also that was still with disadvantage. I got 21 on both of them.
Nice.
Yeah.
How many was that you shot?
That was 5. We did the guy, we did the 2 chains, and then we did
Did you
the 2
hit chain
daggers.
number 2 or was that one a miss?
That was a miss.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the chains that are approaching you, they're feels like they're almost indestructible. The arrow just bounces right through. It's gonna be Robert's turn. He is tied up with this chain. He's gonna try and strike the one that is attached to him. Also, Kanar, it's at the end of your turn. See if you can save from the sphere. Make a wisdom saving throw.
21.
Okay, so you're good. You look back, you catch another glance at the chain devil, you steel yourself, and you see there's like an old man's face underneath it. You don't recognize, just an old dude, some like a white goatee. And on Robert's turn, he's going to manage to stick a sword kind of between his side and the chain, and you see that his sword glows a little bit as he pushes forward and splits the chain enough to get himself out. He does damage to it, he doesn't destroy it. And then Robert is going to see the chain devil that's now approaching in his direction. It's kind of getting between the two of you with one arm approaching each of you. And he looks at it, and you see him recognize the face of this man that the chain devil is portraying. And you see Robert just, let's see if you see him, his eyes widen, but you see him succeed on his saving throw, and he manages to keep his sword up high and continue to defend himself as this chain devil strikes against the two of you. First, the royal, then coward. The chain for you was a 23, Kanar.
Zoinks.
Zoinks. Zoinks indeed. Some piercing, some slashing. It's weird that it's like, it does both piercing and slashing damage. Like those are going to be extremely different. It's just.
This
it's
is
just kinda weird.
still its first attack towards me.
Yes.
Okay.
It only swings at you once. This one's going to be no.
You are special human.
19 damage. Combination of slashing and piercing.
Mm-hmm.
And against Robert, he's going to actually critically fail. So Robert ducks out of the way, sort of deflects, and it crashes again through one of the other things, sending the item flying. This was the little red vial. It goes flying across the room and lands right near the body of the king.
Do I recognize the vial?
You don't, well, because you looked at it already and you didn't recognize it then. But it's a little red vial. You know, those are never bad, right?
Give it to bring me one.
Okay.
It's blood. Satan blood.
Next up, the chain comes at you and tries to grab at you, Kanar. But it's not going to get you.
Yay!
The chain from behind you goes up and goes to grab around your leg. You notice it just in time. You lift up. You maybe kind of one arm cartwheel out of the way, and you're good.
As I do.
Amazing. You're so athletic.
And the chain's now, this thing's facing you because it's just missed the shit out of Robert, and it faces you, and you see its chains reveal, and this
So I
time
close
it
my eyes. I
shows
close
you.
my eyes. I close my eyes.
You close your eyes.
Nice.
Cut to
Oh
court.
no, I just want to see what happens.
We'll be back.
Look at Mo.
Just getting. Okay.
All right. Court.
I was just
Take me
an
to
audience
court.
member.
Okay, folks. It's time for a prosecutor's witness.
No. Cause
Yeah.
we gotta call UA.
We do.
We
but
just
not before
called
we
Burnt
call.
Bill.
Oh,
I'm going to call
I just gave away our strategy. I'm sorry.
the
Yeah.
Baron Burgess, UA's father. to
It
the
takes
stand.
everything in UA not to be like towards that man, but I don't do it.
UA's hands down. She just looks at her.
Okay. You guys see the Baron. He's been watching. Maybe UA hasn't noticed him before.
Are you serious? I totally noticed he was here. I knew
Okay.
he was here. I smelled
You've seen
him.
this.
He smells like absolute shit. Yeah, that's him. Posturing.
Kelsey. Oh, you got him up?
No.
Mine's... Pull him up. Pull him
Although
up.
that's what he looks
Baron
like.
Burgess.
Yeah, that's how I see him.
Yeah,
All right.
that's the same guy.
Baron
Same
Burgess.
guy.
He's a large man. He's got a wide-shouldered statute. And
What?
he approaches the bench. What's that word? Statute. Stature.
Oh, tomatoes are already thrown.
Yeah, they are.
UA wants to throw one too.
He
Mo
walks
takes a big bite out of the tomato and UA's
very
hand before
serious
she throws it.
faced. He approaches
She
the
can't-
stand and he sits. He doesn't make eye contact with UA. He looks
Oh,
at
but she's
Ravenwood.
staring him down.
He looks at Ravenwood
Unblinking.
with a straight face. Ravenwood says, Baron Burgess, can you tell me the events that led to you meeting Euphoria for the first time?
Child.
I'll say
I'm
it
sorry,
first. It makes more sense. It makes more sense.
Objection! Does
That's
this man
really gross.
Relevance?
The relevance is
That he had sex with.
Oh my god. Sorry, Your Honor.
I'm trying to give backstory on how Euphoria, a tiefling, was born into this family with the
Yeah,
Baron
that's-
Burgess.
My fault.
That's a better way to phrase that question. Good
Please.
job.
Please continue, Baron Burgess. Baron? Do you just call people Baron? Like that's like Mr. Like,
I don't know, Ravenwood. Maybe
I
you should have
just
looked
think
this
of
up
the
before you
bloody
started
bear.
interviewing people. Are you asking
Lexi's
me?
pissed, man. This
Falling
guy's on the
apart.
stand. No
Yeah, keep
way.
going.
Ravenwood is falling apart.
All right.
Mo
Yeah, come
has
on,
one
Ravenwood.
claw
All
on
right.
Euphoria's leg and just keeps digging it into her to try to get her to shut the fuck.
You don't think I like pain? All right, let's go.
I I was married before the last war, in which I was promoted to officer.
But
We didn't have much time before the war, and when I came back, things were different. I certainly was different. I had seen awful things in battle, and my wife was different. I didn't know what it was at the time, but she soon became pregnant, and we thought that maybe the baby could make things back to the way they were before. It didn't. When the baby was born, she was purple. She had horns. It was unusual, to say the least, as my wife, to my assumption, was human, and same for me. But in that moment, my wife, or the woman I thought was my wife, transformed into a succubus. A demon had infiltrated my life and birthed my child. She then left me with Euphoria. The child, not the emotion. And
And how did you raise this child? You did it.
and I could never find her again. The baby was troubled. I did what I could to keep her safe and to teach her to be a good person, with all of the values of the Monrethian way. That's the judge. That's the judge of the game.
Sorry, I had just a little bit of heartburn.
Heartburn. She was a troubled child. She was cruel from a young age. She liked to make weapons. We would sometimes find her pestering our pets, including her favorite, a dog named Daxter that she would later steal from our home to torment further.
My dog.
Still, I tried to show her patience and love.
Daxter to the stand.
He's not gonna talk.
But he looks happy.
Daxter's not gonna talk. Never.
He wouldn't talk.
I can't speak to animals.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Remember his voice?
He
Oh,
did talk.
he has talked. I'm
Sorry,
so
Your
mad,
Honor,
right?
sorry.
I'm so mad right now. I can't. I'm fuming.
But
I just made
she
up a-
continued to misbehave. I was growing more and more concerned for the safety of my crew, my staff, and myself. The king, the good king, Oygrin, came to me one day and offered to take over in trying to raise Euphoria to be kind and not to turn into the monster that her mother was. And I accepted. To this day, I regret that I let her into the king's life. I blame myself for what happened to him. Maybe if I could have
not stabbed him.
raised her differently.
Maybe if you didn't do that. Pissed off right now.
He might still be with us. Thank you, Baron. I'm sure that must have been hard for you. No further questions at this time, Your Honor.
So badly, I want to do, like, as a tiefling, I can make small tremors. And I want to do that so bad right now.
I don't think you can right now.
I know, that's just, like, as me. That's not, like, magic. That's just
Oh,
who
yeah.
I am. Like, I could just do that. It's just one of
Yeah.
my things. I want to do it so bad, but I know that wouldn't help our case.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's stupid. Fuck
it's
everybody.
dumb.
I hate
Yeah, it
this court.
sucks. Me too.
You gotta kill everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a little Lexi Jake sidebar.
Would the defendant like to cross-question the witness?
Not really.
No, we need to do
I
something.
know. I just.
What is his
Okay.
relation to the king?
I'm getting there.
Yeah, and then like he did
Hello?
not treat me well.
Baron. Well, he's not.
I like walk as I'm like talking to the bear, and I like walk back to you. I'm like, listen, he's not gonna admit that. He's not gonna say that. Okay, we're not going there with him because he's just gonna.
You're just gonna let people think I tortured animals? I never
No,
tortured.
they're gonna put you on the stand. Calm down.
Oh my goodness. I haven't.
Burgess.
And he looks at you.
And I look at him.
And he looks at me. And I look at him. He looks at me. And I look at him. That's what happened.
What is your relationship to the new king?
I fought beside Nolden in a few battles of the last war, and since then have served under his department to lead the defense of Marithia and the naval side of things.
And were you given that promotion before or after the king died, the old king?
This was before the old king died. I have since changed path as Nolden became the king as way of succession and left his old role open. I now command the Navy in its entirety.
I'm really confused by the answer. So,
He used to serve under the leader of the Navy. Now the leader of the Navy is the king, so he's the leader of the Navy.
okay, so the answer to my question, did you get that promotion before or after the
But
king
he hadn't
died?
mentioned the promotion yet, so that's why I answered it in that way. He just said I served under him when he was the leader of the Navy.
You didn't ask what his new job was.
Yeah, you never
Yeah.
mentioned his new job.
The answer is you got a promotion because the king died.
Objection. She's clearly giving the answers to the witness.
I'm just summing up what he said because he speaks in a very confusing manner.
Badgering the witness.
No,
It's fine.
no,
It's fine.
no. She's good. Keep
It's
going.
fine.
Ugh.
It's fine.
Fine.
Yue,
I was being the judge because Jake keeps forgetting he's everybody else.
I know. Okay, so why didn't the king Oygrin make you head of the Navy?
That position was already filled.
And you wouldn't want to bring harm to Nolden
Of course
because
not.
you guys had served together.
Of course.
So in order for that position to become open, Nolden would need to find another job.
I
Correct?
was happy with my position, serving under both
That was
Nolden
not-
and King Oygrin.
Not answering the question, sir. The question is, in order for you to have become the head of the Navy, the top of your profession, Nolden
I would not be
need
able
a
to
different position.
do a job that somebody else was in,
Correct.
nor was I looking for that job.
Okay. And your daughter, Euphoria, how often did you see her as a child?
Unless I was away on business every day.
Euphoria spits out whatever drink she was drinking because she's like, yeah, okay. Sorry.
Until the good king attempted to take her and teach her the ways of kindness. Her whole childhood.
Because he wasn't good enough at it because he's not a kind guy.
You know what? No further questions.
Why would the king ask you specifically? What is your relation to the old king?
Okay.
Yay!
My inner LaRoyal voice, my inner Kanar. Mo's walking back to the table, and then Leroy, she pictures Kanar in her head going, saying these things, and she's like,
Yeah.
fine. And she turns around, actually. Wait, can you say that? What do you want me to say?
I mean, asking why would the king be so interested
So-
in UA, and what was their relationship?
What was your relationship to the old king?
I had met the king on multiple occasions. Once when receiving the Monrethian Medal of Valor for my actions in the battles of the last war.
Mm-hmm.
So why would he just
Were
take your
you
daughter?
I
Wait, I'm getting there.
also
hope
had
so.
a position in the governing and decision making of the Navy and military.
So
And would
beyond these
occasionally see him in
professional
events.
acquaintances, did you have a personal relationship with the king?
I did not see the king outside of professional events, but I did feel that we
Just say no.
grew to be friends.
When did you grow to be friends?
During our meetings,
Where did you sit?
What
Next
is
to
your
him?
definition of friends, sir?
we had a mutual respect for one another, and we found each other's company pleasant.
Were you close? Did you confide in each other?
As much as any would.
Any what?
Any what? Any work employee friendship? Any coworker that's
Yes.
friendly?
Sharing mutual respect for one another.
Mm-hmm. And so, given this friendly but professional relationship, why did the king decide to informally adopt your daughter?
The king saw that I was troubled, that I had fear of what was happening in my home life. He asked me, and I confided in the king that I was cursed with a difficult situation on Euphoria's birth, and was doing my best to ensure that she would become a positive member of our society. He had a way with detecting people's feelings and was a kind man and offered to help.
So, the good king thought you were failing to teach kindness to a child.
I believe I was.
Inner Kanar? Any other questions?
Was he failing at what? Being a
What
kind
and what
person?
through his observation, what did he notice within the relationship between the king and UA?
Here's
He's
the
not gonna be-
the thing, guys. He's just gonna lie.
he's probably- yeah,
why are you even
he'll-
asking us? Just let Yue tell her story.
No, but we just need to. We have to prove that he's a piece of shit and that he did this. We really didn't think about that part. We were
Well, how lo-
focused
how-
on my innocence.
How long,
Maybe
how long
thought
did
a little
this
bit more about
UA
putting it
king
on this
thing
guy.
go on? Because then that just shows
For
if someone else
years.
was-
For years.
That's not that hasn't been said.
How long did this Yue King thing go on?
No, not like that.
It has been how long? Like 5 years?
7. We decided 7.
7? It has been 7 years since the king took on the responsibility of protecting Euphoria.
Protecting from what?
And kindness.
What is he
And kindness.
protecting from me?
Did the kindness grow?
Protecting. He fucked up. He fucked up.
And did the
Okay,
kindness? Did the,
Yue?
Did the kindness grow? Did the kindness grow in UA?
I was gonna say no.
He fucked up. He said protecting. Protect from what? Just fucking ask
The
it.
voices in my head.
There's flames. There are flames.
What was he protecting UA from?
You motherfucker.
Burnt Bill is like sitting on top of you right now.
He was like, ah.
It's gonna be okay. We'll get him after UA. We'll get him after.
No.
Say that, Jesus Christ! One of us has to have it together.
Where's the judge? Call some order to the court.
No, we're just like bickering
It's
to
just
each other.
yeah.
Yeah, you guys go. You guys go.
It's drowned out by all the other tomato
Sir,
throwing. And
what was the king protecting UA from?
All right, you see him falter for a little bit, falter a moment. He was protecting her from what I worried she was destined to become. And in turn, he hoped to protect the rest of his kingdom from what she may be.
And what did you think she was destined to become?
A demon, like her mother.
And how did you parent her differently than a child who was not a demon?
I didn't parent her differently than a human child. I thought that if I could show her the same care that a human baby would have wanted, that she might eventually become more human herself.
Do you know a lot of human babies?
Not personally.
Are you well versed on the wants of human babies?
When I was a single father, I had a lot to learn about raising a child. I did the best I could, given the circumstances, to show
Clearly
affection.
not good enough to the point where the ruler of the kingdom took the baby. Question mark?
I have come to say, or to feel, that the baby could not have been saved.
You ever
From-
think of a
Baby, the
self-
baby. He said the baby. He said the baby, not the child, not the young girl. The baby. He gave up on a baby. A baby. A baby.
And how was the baby, the infant? How did the infant misbehave exactly? When
Oh,
you
did she
decided
cry
that
when she took a shit? Oh, quick, fucking baby.
you
God,
were
demon.
actually embarrassing me.
I hate him.
Lexi's never gonna talk to Jake again ever. It's too much hatred. The baby seemed like a normal baby.
No.
Right.
No,
Apart
he
from
didn't
her
say that. He didn't
appearance.
say that earlier. He said she was evil from the start. Do you have an unprecedented bias? Looks like it, bitch. I can't do this. I'm so mad.
You want to take a lap and come back?
You can say that if you want, Yue. You can yell that.
Oh, my
she
god,
can't
she
hear
actually
me.
left. She is getting worked up. I can
You
see
think-
it. Like,
you think
Lexi
Yue should-
is getting worked up.
I think Yue could have yelled that out. I mean, if we're trying to sway the public, what's wrong with saying
Sure,
that?
Yue yelled that out, and then she left to take a lap. And I'm going to...
And she went to the bathroom. Should we
It's
take a break
9:30.
soon? Yeah.
We could take a break. Let me just ask.
All right. Finish your line of
these last
questioning.
couple questions. Yeah.
Burpil has pulled a bag
she
over
wasn't
Yue's head.
misbehaving, and yet you said when she was a baby, you saw that you didn't see any possibility for redemption. Just now, we could have the court read it back if you want. So, what was it about the baby that made you lose hope in her redemption and treat her as feral or a demon, as you say?
I treated the baby normally, and I must have slipped my speech, but the baby seemed like a normal baby, and I treated it as a normal baby until I later found that it was seemed to be turning to a more cruel path. At which point I was approached by the king, who wanted to try to save the child from a path of destruction, and I regrettably agreed to give up the responsibility.
It seemed like you regretted that for 7 years.
Okay. I think I'm gonna be done with you, hopefully forever. You fucking suck. And then she sits
Okay.
down.
Is that part out loud, or was that a whisper?
No, I think that was out loud. I think
Okay.
finally.
And there's some murmurs. And Yue, we said that last thing that you said before you ran off in real life, that you actually said that in character for to a hushed audience, like.
Because yeah.
Yeah.
Because
That makes
this is
sense.
gonna be bad if you say it out loud. You could say it maybe just to him.
No, I meant Yue, your thing that you said,
Oh,
which
my
was
thing?
like you said a baby. Yeah, you were like telling Mo to say.
Oh yeah, no,
But
that
it-
was out loud. That
Yeah.
was out loud. I totally
Yeah.
said that out loud.
Just making
Yeah,
sure.
I was a baby. You gave up on a baby.
Yeah.
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 Cool. Good scene. Good drama. Good drama. All right.
If you need me to redo that later, we make this a podcast. Because
No, you're good.
I was mad.
You are good.
still mad.
What do you folks say to a break after the Baron Burgess?
Yeah, no, I would. I need a break because I have some
Yue's
questions for
testifying
you.
Next.
All right, all right.
Yue's testifying next.
I'm gonna take
Folks,
the
we'll be
stand.
back in 10 or 15. What do you guys think?
15.
Let's
We'll
do
take 15.
15 to see Lexi, the rageful, get up on the stand. Don't
Oh boy.
out.
Oh
Gosh.
boy.
All right.
Bye, guys. We'll see you in a minute.
Roll for it.
Yeah!
There's an enormous centipede-like creature.
Yes, let's get spooky.
I'm gonna cast Cloud of Daggers.
Flurry of blows.
I'm going to eat it. I'm gonna take a bite.
Jesus, Mo.
Hey, we're Roll For It. We're a bunch of friends, live, laugh, love in D&D.
I was hoping for something a little cooler.
Oh, cool? You think banjos are cool?
Hold on. Does somebody here think banjos are not cool?
We split into 3 different parties on 3 different adventures, but in the same universe with the same DM. Oh, and the same pet mule.
Up north, you've got some knights of the Elven Kingdom.
Us and the guys, we gotta do something. We gotta stand up for ourselves, okay? You feel me? Are you snorting up what I'm lining out?
Adventurers for hire in the big bad Urid city.
I got this, Dad. Just watch. I've learned a lot, Dad.
Acrobatics check.
I'm so
Go for it.
scared.
Oh,
That's a nat 1.
a 1.
That
a
is a
nat
nat
1.
And the makeshift pirates in the Southern Isles.
I shoot the Snickers before it touches the ground.
A perfectly ruined Snickers.
And jumping into these stories is really easy because we've cut levels 1 through 10 from each adventure into 10 bite-sized podcast episodes. Each level is only 40 minutes long, and they're professionally edited with music and sound effects, so you can get caught up on the entire universe while you're driving to work.
Trailer, your hair looks so good.
Where you at?
Oh, are we live?
Yeah.
Wow. I got
Kelsey,
back
you're
just
muted.
in time.
Live right when Lexi was saying nice things about my hair so everyone could hear it.
And Kelsey, just one thing too. When you unmute yourself, remember it takes like 3 seconds to unmute you. So, sorry.
That's sad.
Yeah, but we love you. It's all good. Welcome back, everybody, to Roll For It. Moment of silence. We all ate stuff and peed and stuff. So, hope you did the
Lexi
same.
made calming tea.
All in the same order.
We'll see if it works.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Some all at once.
This guy's pretty much a bad guy.
Okay. The Baron Burgess just testified. Any redirect? Nah. So, as that happens when we come back from our break, which is right now. By the way, anybody who's new here, hey, welcome to Roll For It. We're really
Hi.
cool. We love you, and we're happy that you're here. Give us a follow.
We're really cool. Like,
Follow
we're
for
really
Baron.
Cool, and we love you.
We're really
Yeah.
cool. And we love you.
If you want cool people to love you.
That's such a YouTuber thing to say. Like, what?
Really?
Subscribe.
We love you.
He
I've never
didn't use the YouTube voice.
We'll
Hey
give
guys,
you
welcome
love.
to
Hey, are you ready? Here
We're really,
we go.
we're really cool and we love you.
Get ready to make
Like,
some
comment,
crazy
Stop it.
money.
Stop
subscribe.
it. That's enough.
Click
Royal's
the bell for
doing
more.
YouTuber voice. Jake's doing
I'm
like
doing Crazy Taxi.
90s radio.
No, he's doing like SpongeBob on drugs.
It's from Crazy Taxi. Anybody in the chat knows Crazy Taxi? Drop a follow. Subscribe for 6 months. No big deal. No,
Why are
I'm
you
just kidding.
sad, Kelsey?
Let's- All right.
I don't want SpongeBob to be on drugs.
I knew that's why you were
Hey,
sad.
hey.
I knew that's why. It's so cute.
The trial comes to a hushed, tense silence, and we cut back to the face of a chain devil. Spiky chains crossing all over. Kanar closes his eyes. Do you ever reopen your eyes? Reopen one of your eyes.
Oh, Robert, is he covered? What is he doing?
Robert, you hear Robert say, "Hey, ugly!"
Hey,
And,
ugly.
you hear just a jingle, and he says, "He's looking at me now."
Yeah, my eyes are back open.
He's
is it
mostly
my turn?
covered back up. It is your turn.
Oh.
Actually. Yeah. The bad guy just went, so it's your turn. He's between the two of you. There's a big animated chain by itself, attached to a wall or some shit. There's broken glass all over the place. There's the chain devil himself. He's probably about 6.5 feet tall, covered in these chains. Between you and Robert, who also has his own chain. Basically, you guys are a nice, perfect little bad guy, good guy sandwich.
Mm-hmm.
So what is up?
Yeah, no, I'm going for another volley.
Just hitting everything again. Okay.
Yeah, but one dagger is in the pit of acid, so I don't
one
need to go
has
after that one
fallen.
anymore.
Yeah.
Is it possible to knock the next one into the hole?
Yeah, but that'll require a skill check.
Nah, that's fine. I'm save that one.
Perfect angle, like billiards.
How many more times can I do a lightning arrow? Oh boy. Yeah, this guy is the devil's getting another lightning arrow.
Okay. So right now you're kind of up close and personal with him. Are you backing up at all?
Am I? I thought
he moved between the two of you. His head turned the other direction.
No, I'm backing up another you know what? I'm backing up towards that first glass thing that I think you said had the fur.
Tiara, fur, and then
I'm backing up towards the one that had the tiara.
All right. So you get towards the other side of the room, which is also near where the invisible creature is, scrambling to pick up the dagger that keeps on flying random directions.
Oh, great. New position. The skill check should be easier. But lightning arrow towards in my volley towards the first guy.
Go for it. Attack rolls.
All right. Yep. That's a 30.
Easy hit on the chain devil. Man, so much damage on this guy.
Comes the damage. All right, so that's 13 plus my last time doing lightning arrow. Oh boy. Let me add this up really quick.
That low. Wow, that low.
All right, so that's 13 plus 28. We're going for 41.
What?
Wow.
Plus the Colossal Slayer perk.
Because he's like level 20.
Level 10. Level 11. Okay.
So that's 3. So total of 44 points towards that one guy, the devil.
Okay.
And for the other arrows, I'm still trying to pin the one that's flailing Robert about. Oh wait, no, he did a thing.
Yeah, he escaped from it, but it's next to him still. And there's one that's near the devil as well.
Okay, then I'm going for that one that's near the devil to try to hopefully like pin it into a wall.
Okay.
All this back and forth with D&D Beyond, I swear. 19?
Okay. 19's not enough. But these chains have an AC of 20.
Okay. All right, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, they're beastie. But no, go ahead. Just roll for the dagger.
Yeah.
Dagger number 2.
Dang it. No, that's a nat 20. This bad boy.
Why'd you say dang it? Where'd the dang it come from?
Because I'm only hitting the dagger. I'm not doing damage to dagger.
So you perfectly, critically You draw back your little flimsy bow. You've gotten a little bit more used to it now, because that was the first time you fired it, probably like half an hour ago. You fire it. It hits just the corner of the dagger, right as it's just about to be picked up again by the invisible creature. It spins up. It slices through the creature a little bit on its way, just for fun, and then it lands in the acid. And as he tries to grab it, he stumbles into the acid as well. The invisible hunter's marked creature is now dissipated. Disintegrated in the acid. And then your hunter's mark can shift to somebody now if you'd like.
It can only shift to something that I can see.
Right.
So I'm going to the devil.
You do so. And then finally you're gonna shoot at the other chain as well?
No.
Because
Robert got away from that one.
Yeah.
The other one I missed.
Yeah.
So the devil got one, and
you're
then the
set.
dagger. So that was just volley, and I'm going for a regular attack for my second attack.
Yeah.
Towards the devil again.
I believe you. See, this is why I'm going to interrupt you real quick.
All right.
You've dealt a shitload of damage now to this chain devil. So as your lightning arrow strikes in the chest, by the time you turn around, fire your 2 other arrows. When you get back to fire your last at the chain devil, you see that it is stunned, electricity coursing through its body with its two, maybe 3 even arrows deep in its chest in different spots where the chains are kind of like struggling to snip past and snap through. And as it's being electrocuted, it's suspended in the air again from chains that the electricity courses through the whole room. And the chain devil is going to just start to lose its form. Like it starts to collapse in on itself, and you see it's almost being turned into liquid. And as there's like a sudden burst of electricity, almost like, catching a bug on electric fly swatter. Sorry for that image, but that's just what I think of. And it just explodes outwards into this black ichor that spreads across and splashes a little bit on you, a lot on Robert, who's closer, and leaves a puddle of this black ooze on the ground beneath where the chain devil just stood. And as that happens, Robert is mid-swing at the chain that's next to him. It stops glowing orange, or what do I say, orange? I guess.
Yeah, I think you said orange.
Stops glowing, and he just hits it with his sword, and it's just like a chain. And he looks back and sees that the room is basically clear at this point, and the two of you are left.
No more invisible stalker?
Not visibly.
The goo, not even with the goo, the ink spread.
You're right. So some gooey black ichor drops onto and catches just above the acid pit, and you see it just start to try and climb its way down into the acid pit to retrieve one of the golden dagger that was fallen. And
no, he's getting his last arrow is what he's getting.
He's getting the last arrow.
Oh yeah. That's what's
and as
up.
he goes to reach his extremely long arm down, he takes an arrow to his back and stumbles forward into the pit. You can roll for it. Go ahead and roll for it. I don't think you're gonna miss. If you get a 1, we'll talk.
No, 28.
Oh yeah, you're fine. You hit him right. You directly hit one of the splotches of black ichor on the thing's back. It sticks in, and he falls forward into the pit of acid. The 3 of you. Bert was very useless, by the way, during this fight. Bert has just been like stepping out of the way of the invisible creatures that are jumping into the acid pit. Are left in silence in a room that's covered in shattered glass, and you realize, Kanar, it's only been a minute, and you still have some little bit of flame on your sleeve there.
Ew.
Just a little bit of flame.
I ripped that sleeve off. Just
you do so, and you see that underneath where your mark is from Seda, there's another mark here. A weird symbol, like an infernal mark, has been. It just looks like soot, and you kind of shake it off, and then you see that it's almost like you've been branded with an infernal symbol somehow from that
Oh,
sleeve.
it's like for Yue.
I know. I was like, that's
It's Yue's
hot.
name, yeah.
Cute.
Little Yue.
It'll put a heart around it.
Inferno.
I have like a scar over my wood making mark.
Do you
And
want
now
it to be right on top?
No, it's like yeah,
Yeah,
it's stacked on top.
It's like overlapped, kind of. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah.
sorry.
Wait, so is it just like a victory mark for killing this devil thing, or is it like a
I don't
curse?
We'll find that out. Yue will look into it when I'm sure I'll know what it means.
Yeah. I'm sure this is
Robert
fine.
says, okay, so we probably shouldn't have touched anything, but okay, so grab the body then, right?
Yeah.
Are you good?
No, I'm hold on. Let me check and heal myself, and I heal on second level.
Sure.
Yeah. Robert, check those runes. Like, are we okay with everything else?
So Robert uses his sword to kind of move some of the chains aside. Basically, that's the end of the room. It's just almost like a cage for that monster, that chain devil.
Mm.
And he says, very tricky to get one of these to do your bidding. And he just goes around. You see him. Okay, you're healing yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Ooh, nat 20.
So you see him eyeing everything that's kind of shattered and fallen, and you see him going to slip like the vial of red liquid into his pocket.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Red vial. Hand that here.
Hand that here.
Why? It's just a red. You don't know what it is. I don't know what it is.
Great. Then I will be the one to hold all the things that we don't know. And I start collecting like the wolf, the fur, the tiara. I don't care about the tome anymore.
The tiara is like the only non-broken glass. You just break the last glass in the room and pull that out as well.
Yeah, but in like a super cool pimp way. Like I put it on sideways. Does it?
Oh man.
Does anything happen?
Nothing happens. Surprisingly.
I throw
You're
on
just
the...
like dressing up, like
Yeah.
Biggie Smalls cover.
Yeah.
I throw on the wolf cloak. Anything happens?
You're very warm all of a
You're
sudden.
just getting a lot of street cred in like 1990s New York.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Red Valve,
definitely.
sir. I don't know if you remember, but I electrocuted the shit out of that thing. Don't make me do the same to you. Hand it here.
Fine. He hands it to you. And he says, I'll just...
You should just
hack
get the
this up."
body.
And okay. Bert.
Like
He
I
hands-
just made the same face.
He hands the book to Bert.
Okay.
And he is right. He takes his wand out and he casts a familiar spell to you guys who visited El Dorado recently. Tensor's floating disc. And you see like a little glow of a spectral disc appear next to the king, and Robert rolls the corpse onto this floating disc.
Is he still covered in black ick?
All right. Yes, I'm still covered in black ick. Thank you for
Ew.
asking.
Yeah,
icky.
no, same. I don't remember who has the resurrection scroll.
You do.
Yeah, it's you.
Oh,
It's one of you. I don't have it.
It's the royal.
Unless
Okay.
you guys gave it to me.
okay.
Are you really gonna wear all of that out of here?
Shut up, Robert. I'm thinking.
Wait, did he put on the tiara?
He has
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
like
Nah, I knew about the wolf thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was
It's
trying to
like-
read up on one of my things real quick to make sure
the
I could do
tiara
it.
is like sideways.
Hot.
And then the wolf head is on your shoulder.
Pimpin'.
He's there. Now, Yue needs this body and the scroll.
Oh.
But I feel like bursting into the courtroom with all of this is not gonna go great.
You don't got a lot of time.
Robert,
What's
what
the
do you,
scroll? Is that what you were gonna use?
You're gonna tell Robert about the scroll?
it is something for the ingredients. I mean, you obviously knew we needed this body, right? Why did you think we needed this body?
Well, I just didn't expect you to have it with you. If it's a, there's many ways to bring people back. Is it a resurrection scroll?
What's another way that you might know how to bring this body back?
Well, look at Bert.
No, I don't like that. Bert works for you. let's just, let's just, and I want to cast.
And Robert throws his backpack over to Bert, who like starts to put the book in it and wear it.
I want to hear me out.
Yeah.
Don't kill Robert. Don't kill Robert.
I want to cast Pass Without Trace on the body. Robert.
I bet that is only living creatures. What does it say?
Each creature you choose within 30 feet.
Doesn't say this creature.
It doesn't specify.
Doesn't specify.
So
That's a DM.
in the Dungeons and Dragons rulebook.
Oh, okay.
A body no longer classifies as a creature. It classifies as an object. Sorry.
Define body even more. What is unit? Is unit a body?
Unit's a construct.
He's a creature.
A creature, yeah.
All right. Whatever. Let's just listen. There's
Weekend at Bernie's him.
There's a tale of Weekend at Bernie's.
We could put
in Gamoonsia, and that's what we're gonna do.
Gamoonsia?
Matter of fact, in Gamoons, let me put this wolf cloak on him instead, and I put the crown on him. Wolf cloak him up.
I expect this to fail miserably, and I'm gonna help you do it.
Great. Let's get this to the courtroom.
Let's get the show on the road.
And we would need to hide him when we get there so that I can ask for a court recess. And we'll see what happens after that.
Brilliant.
Okay.
Brilliant.
You still want me to go to this courtroom where
you absolutely
clearly going to be assassinated.
No, you won't.
Why would you be assassinated in court? Yeah.
Because no one knows where you're at currently, and you can go invisible.
That's a good point.
Can I see the page that you stole from the book?
Oh.
Now the book is all of a sudden important. That you can see, and I give him the page.
Can I have it?
Why do you, Robert? This
okay,
isn't a
I'll look at it.
negotiation.
Let me look at it until we get there.
So greedy.
In return, we do the whole thing, and I turn invisible, and I testify whenever you call on me.
No, you're gonna do that anyway. What does he want to look at? He wants
What
to
do you
have
want to
the
look at?
scroll?
What do you want to look at this paper for? Like I need to know. Earn my trust, Robert.
I'm reading it.
I saved
don't
your
know
life
until I finish reading what it's gonna be.
Okay. All right. Read away.
Okay. Anything else?
Well, yeah, man. I can't move this body without your help.
It's on my floating disc. It'll follow us out of here.
Oh, I thought you needed concentration for that.
It's fine. Let's go.
How convenient, DM.
It's fine.
I'm concentrating.
Why do all of your characters have flying discs? Like that weird wizard dude had one too.
The two wizards so far.
Okay.
Yeah, wizard.
But this guy, if you must know, this guy has it because he likes to collect corpses after battle so that he can raid them as his army later. And so he loads them, has his undead army load them onto the floating disc and follow through the battlefield.
Well, that explains why he was here.
Let's go, Robert, before Core gets back. If he does come back.
Are you going to let Bert wear the tiara, or are you keeping that?
I'm going to smack you. We have to go.
Didn't we figure out last week that Core was just Ravenwood?
No, it was alluded.
It was alluded
There's a K.
strongly.
All I know is there's a K. All right.
Is it a K or is it an R?
Robert, do you know any, like, if someone's in a disguise, could you dispel that disguise? Any magical thing you could do to, like...
If it's magic disguise, I could dispel.
Let's go to the courtroom. Stay invisible. if you can dispel a disguise, will anyone hear you do it?
I'll double check. I haven't used that one in a while. I have to check my spell book. But
Then
I think
there's a
Chat
hunch.
said it's
Good.
Revelio.
it could be
For
done
real,
without a
though.
verbal component.
Revelio.
possibly.
You just have to practice it. You learn in
But I
6th
wouldn't
year
stay
at
invisible.
wizard school.
Okay.
I wouldn't stay
Come
invisible.
on.
Well,
after
then
doing it.
find a way to blend in. There's a hunch that Ravenwood might be core.
I'll check.
I don't know if he needs a
If there's no
disguise.
verbal component, I think I should be able to. pull it
Okay.
out.
And in which case, we'll blow this court straight through the roof.
Yeah.
But
There's
people
no roof.
don't know who Core is.
But
Who
people
are among maybe
people
a
will
dozen
understand
people.
that there's an imposter in the courtroom, and I think
Yeah,
that's more
if
important.
one guy suddenly changes into another one.
Yeah, people will be like, what
That
the
would
hell?
be
Need to know
that
who
is
the
frowned
guy is.
upon in Manrithia.
That will discredit
Yeah.
his whole case.
Good job.
I'm gonna finish my page.
Okay.
All right.
Are we like
All right,
walking
you guys
out
walk.
of the-
You guys head out of the mansion. We're gonna
very stealthily.
montage the party, the parade of the four of you. Like, first we have Robert Coward covered in black goo. He's the most
Cute.
normal looking currently of the group. Then we have Kanar with the tiara, but he's not wearing the cloak anymore, so he's pretty normal looking too. Then we have a skeleton with a knife in his hand and a backpack
Someone
on.
take the knife out of his hand, please. It's been there for
And
so
finally,
long.
we have a floating corpse of a old man wearing a crown, being levitated across the grounds. And you guys, that's all happening in the background as a guard is like using a toothpick in the foreground of the shot. Or like flossing. Cut to
Casual.
the court case. I believe it's the defendant's turn to call a witness.
Ellie, you eh?
Yes.
You ready? You can do it.
Well, yeah, I guess
Can't
so.
let him get away with this stuff. You gotta tell the truth.
I know, but I just have to do it in a way where I don't yell F you the entire time, is how
Did you
I'm
drink
trying
their
to.
tea?
Yeah, it's a sleepy tea though, so now I'm a little tired.
Well,
That's-
tired's better than rageful for this particular moment. So
I guess that makes a good point. You make good points.
breathe out. I love you. Let's get this motherfucker.
I love you
And then
too.
Mo stands up and says, I would like to call Euphoria of Monrithia to the stand.
Oh my gosh, she's gonna be she's gonna stand.
I walk up to the stand. We already know I look good as hell.
She's wearing her invisible crown that is rightfully hers as the daughter of the good king.
What? An invisible crown?
No, I'm just.
Yeah,
It was.
not
We're
like
just.
a real one. I forgot there's
Sorry.
We're just
magic in this
playing,
world.
okay?
Okay, yeah.
We're
just having a good time.
We're just having a hot girl
Let's leave
moment.
our imaginations out of this, please. Oh my god.
It's
A
hot
bunch
girl
of
summer in the
amateurs.
courtroom.
Okay.
Okay.
You approach the stand.
Yeah, I approach the stand. I guess there's no Bible we put our hands on to tell the truth
We-
because
we
everybody's
just cut past
lying
the
up
Bible
here.
thing.
It's not a thing in Monrithia, but Mo puts out her paw and says,
Do you swear to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth?
I do swear, and I show that I'm wearing this bracelet. I don't say anything about it, but I just show that I'm wearing this bracelet.
In Manrithia, the statue of justice herself overlooks the high court.
Mm.
There's a statue kind of behind, and it's an understanding in Manrithia that things have to be said truthfully or you've dishonored the god of justice, goddess of justice.
Sorry, we just did that because I haven't had a proper education. Just letting
Yeah.
you know.
That's fine. That's probably, Mo recalls that from some point in one of the law books she was reading during the week.
Yeah,
right,
I just don't care, and I still make her say it out loud so that
I
everyone
still
can
say,
hear
yeah,
it.
yeah. I do
sorry.
solemnly swear that I am up to good.
Perfect.
Yue,
Yes.
can you please tell us your story from the beginning?
I was a baby? Wait, where do you want me to start?
Okay, how did you become a baby?
So was
Kelsey, can you put on the image that I think is called like Yue's past or something?
Oh,
Is
there's
it
a
called
picture.
Yue's real parents?
Is there a baby?
Maybe. Yeah, that's probably it.
Is there a baby Yue? I'm so excited. I hope so. Oh, damn it. There's a scary woman. So I was born like any number of you, the regular way, except for my mother, I guess, was a demon. Not that I had a hand in that.
Was she a demon? Is not a technical word.
No.
What race was she?
Succubus?
And
Am
Yue,
I right
you
about
actually
that?
know. Yeah, she is a succubus.
She's a succubus?
Or at least
Do I
that's
know
what
the
your
actual
dad
one?
told you.
Yeah. Yeah, but
And also-
upon further knowledge, she was a...
You know that a succubus is technically a class of devil and not a class of demon, like the others have said. It's a small difference, but you are more aware of that arcane knowledge and stuff because you've done more research than
So
your dad.
does she have a different name other than
Succubus.
succubus?
She
Yeah,
would
so-
have an actual name, but you don't know it.
Yeah, no. She's a succubus, which is actually not a demon. It's a devil. So just terminology.
What is your race?
I'm a tiefling, which means I am mixed between human and infernal
And
things. People.
what traits come along with being infernal?
Well,
Walking speed of 30 feet.
yeah, I'm like
Fire resistance.
Thaumaturgy.
Infernal legacy. At third level, you unlock the darkness
it just
spell.
honest the only
any.
real imprint is how I look. It's my appearance, my horns, my I'm purple. I have black eyes. I have a tail.
Because
That's what I get.
1793, so we know that race is not associated with personality traits. People.
Oh gosh. Yeah. So I just all I get is that
What did you say, Jay?
King Keller, somebody in the
King
crowd.
Killer. Thank you.
Man.
So the only thing I get by being a tiefling is how I look,
Okay.
and a couple fun things like darkness and drums.
Right, fun things. Fun
Yeah.
things. But it doesn't dictate
No.
your moral scale. That would come from your parents. So tell me about your upbringing.
Well, my father, the Baron who just spoke, the previous witness, I did not see much of. I only saw little of him, and when I did see him,
Elaborate on that.
Yes.
What does a little mean?
Maybe once every few days. Mostly he left me with strangers, men I didn't know, and I would be fed enough by servants to maintain living. It wasn't enough. I survived, but I'm not well.
And
At this point, Kanar has made it back to court. That combat happened a lot faster than the rest of the trial. So you've been walking back with Robert for a while. The two of you separated as approaching the crowd with him giving you his word. I'm sure you asked for it and received the page back from him that he'd be close by in case of testifying.
Yes.
But Yue, I feel like just while you scan the crowd momentarily, you spot Kanar approaching and making his way towards the front. Try not to cause a scene.
I'm not covered in blood.
No tiara?
anymore.
Okay.
No. The tiara is sideways, but just know
Okay.
I noticed the tiara and I'm like,
I look like a mechanic. Like I do look very battle worn, but just not as gross.
Sure.
And you got a cool crown.
Sorry to interrupt. But
Very
Kanar
well.
arrives.
You focus. So
yeah, sorry.
You only saw him every once in a while. And why is it that you think the servants and others who didn't have a spiteful vengeance against your mother, why do you think that they mistreated you?
Because we live in Monrethia.
because I was the only one of my kind, because they judged me before they knew me, because they were given orders to.
What do you mean when you say they live in Monrethia? Keeping in mind that we're in an Monrethian courthouse with a lot of Monrethians here who are, in fact, the jury.
Not sure how to answer that. The jury is the judge, because there isn't a jury.
Just be gentle.
But, I mean, none of them knew me or met me. Any of these people outside of my father's court didn't know me until the good king took me in. And even then, nobody extended anything towards me. He said hello to me, noticed me. I mean, they noticed me, but not in a way. If anything, I was a burden to everybody except for the king.
Yeah, the king. So you lived sort of a life of solitude. Did you go to school?
No, I only knew the people that my father left me with. I never knew any children my age. I was trapped in that house. I had no education, and not until the good king, helped me out. Bless you.
And surrounded by humans of Monrethia, as that's the only race here, what did you learn about tieflings? What did they tell you about tieflings?
That I was evil, and that I would, I wasn't a good person, that I would never be a good person, that I deserved what was happening to me.
Okay. So, what age did you meet King Oygrin?
Let's do some mental math here. Lexi doing math. It's about 18.
You guys want to hear something real quick?
Yeah, I do. How
Recording
old was I?
in progress.
Oh, cute.
Cool.
Love that.
Cool.
Proceed. Sorry.
Okay. So you're 24 minutes. Yeah. 17 probably, I think.
Yeah, 17.
Mm-hmm. But you didn't get a formal education, so how would you know that?
No, I wouldn't.
Mo turns
basic
to the
math,
again
not
with
really my thing.
Turns to the room. So, how were you introduced to the king? When was the first time that you saw him?
Oh, he just showed up one day. I mean, I wasn't allowed to go to court meetings. I didn't know about them. So it was just one day he was there. It was like, they say that like knight in shining armor. That was what happened. He just said that this was the end and of me staying with the Baron, and that he was going to tell me what real humanity is.
And so he showed up at your residence at the Baron's home?
Yes.
And you left with him?
Yes.
Because he was the king? And he
said
so?
Well, because I had no choice, really. But yes, I did go because he was much nicer than anybody I had ever met.
I have a picture of the good king in there as well.
Let's see what he looks like.
I don't think we
King Oygrin. Okay.
Yeah, I know his name.
I don't like being interrogated. This is
I'm not
so much pressure. I know. It's just so much pressure.
No.
I just want to improv.
Yeah, so I guess just tell me about your life with the king. Just go for it. Just go. Tell your story. Just go.
UA's hands are sweaty. Not a surprise to anybody in this room. That would make him worse. But I appreciate it. Well, as soon as I got there, it was just a completely different world. I got to see this like true sunlight and flowers and just a lot of beautiful things. Art. He taught me how to be an artificer. and taught me how to use tools. He gave me an education, which I'm still learning. I know how to read a lot, but I'm very smart for somebody who just learned how to read 7 years ago. And I mean, he was like the father I never had.
So, you think he taught you artificing as an education? Maybe to give you purpose?
Yes.
What did he teach you about your father? Did he tell you anything about your father or your mother?
I don't know. Jake, did he?
The king?
Yeah. I don't know if we talked about that very well. I don't know.
I'm sure. So
I don't think we talked too much about it. Just that my father was not
It would have
the
been-
best of men, and that he has to deal with people in his court because with title comes land, and throughout ages, you know, the title sticks, and it's very tough to get rid of somebody who's been in a family with a good name, and it just doesn't happen to be like if you have a good name, that means you're a good person. Was that a good answer? I feel like that was pretty fucking good. I've been reading a lot of fantasy. All right.
You're saying that's what the king told you?
You're saying this is
Yes.
fantasy?
Yes. No.
Your Honor. She
Ravenwood.
admits it.
I'm not talking to you. Go home. Core.
Okay. And how did your perception of yourself change when living with the king?
Oh, greatly. I mean, I am much better off. I eat regularly, which is great. My figure, much better now. And my hair is, I have more of it, actually, because I'm cleaner.
We all can see that you are a hot Cheeto.
You're here. Outside in the crowd.
I mean
hey.
more.
Well, I became more trustworthy with the king. At first, I didn't want to have anything to do with him because I didn't trust him, but I became more trustworthy. I got a dog. The Baron said I got the dog from him. That's not true. It's actually the king's animals, not the Baron's animals. Doesn't look like you're an artificer.
Dog that the Baron mentioned that you stole to torture.
No.
Do you
did
have
not.
it in court with you today?
Yes.
Can we meet this dog?
Yes. Pokeball Daxter out. This is Sir Daxter.
Your Honor, how did she get this in the courtroom? This is a fugitive.
The dog is a fugitive.
The dog is a fugitive?
Euphoria
no,
is
I
a
think-
dangerous criminal
And did you
with magical
deliver
abilities.
papers to
And
the
she's
dog
given
so
a
it
magic item
knows
somehow.
that it's a fugitive?
I'm not referring to the dog as the fugitive here.
Yeah, the dog can stay. I don't know, you keep forgetting to be in the corner.
Sorry, okay.
Nothing against
funny
you.
It is funny when you're like, Your Honor, and then you wait for a response.
Yeah.
It's so
Where's-
sweet. It's so sweet. I want to give it. I
The
don't know
judge
how to
doesn't
do
say
it.
shit. He's just looking at people, you know?
He's just
giving his
like,
looks.
Your Honor, he's like, not me.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't be bothered.
Admiral Mo, is this animal dangerous?
The corgi?
It appears to be wearing armor.
Yeah.
Like nuzzling.
It comes over and licks his nose or something.
Yeah.
He's like licking his own butthole right now.
Yeah, he's like trying to, but he's like kind of chunky and
No,
in full
he's
plate.
not. He doesn't
Please.
bite or anything. He's really gentle. Don't worry.
Your Honor, as sailors of
You
the sea,
can't just
oftentimes we might run into some danger, so we want to protect the animals.
When did you return to the courtroom?
Kanar, you can't.
You ain't see me walk in?
Nice crown.
And then he addresses Valerius and he says,
Cute.
the dog could have been prepared as part of Mo and Kanar's preparations for the trial.
It was, and we'll just see if he looks to the court
Keep it
as
close.
an animal that's been...
Keep it close. Yeah, you think I'm gonna give it to you? It's my dog.
I pick up Daxter, but like hold him away from me. I've never really liked dogs.
And he feels like he's in
Myself.
water, so he's just like paddling like
He thinks he's in water? Don't
No,
they
you're
usually do that
holding- he
over
doesn't-
water?
I don't hold him up very often. If I hold him, he's close. I don't hold him like this unless we're like,
okay,
you know.
fine.
He's
I
not
hold
in.
him.
He doesn't
Mo.
understand.
Mo, could Daxter also be seen as a service animal?
I have anxiety.
Therefore allowed in the court.
Not just allowed in the court. She has the... Okay, yes. So,
the
we'll get there in
Go
a
on,
second.
go on, go on.
I take him to the other
Proceed.
side of the courtroom, and I put him down to see where he heads next. And he immediately, with his tiny little nub feet that are too small for his big old chonk body, goes and runs back to Yue because that's his mom, and gives her a big old smooch on the face.
Yeah.
And I say,
He does.
that's an emotional support dog right there. He's supported emotionally.
Yeah, never been abused. I look at the Baron and I'm like, where do you come up with this stuff?
And then he tries to
And
kiss
Daxter
Mo, and she
barks.
tells him Yue to put it away. Put it away. We don't. Okay.
It,
We can
Daxter.
put the dog.
I
away.
reach in my Bob's Butcher's bag, which, if you don't know, is one of my
More
items.
contraband. Yay.
And I take out a piece of bacon. I pop a. Oh wait, no, I didn't have this. I can't do this. I'm in jail. I forget. Anyways, I went to go do that, but I realized I'm in jail and I can't give Daxter a treat. I look at
I'm sure Mo
everybody
brought
and I'm
some
like, how
treats.
dare you?
So, somebody in the audience, throw some treats.
Yeah, somebody give Daxter a treat,
I
and then
pick
he'll
up
go
one
in
of
my
the smashed
Pokeball.
tomatoes near the.
Yeah.
No, no,
And
no, 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 no.
Dogs
No
aren't good with
tomatoes.
tomatoes?
No,
Oh.
I just don't think if it's squishy and a vegetable. I just
We give Lucy tomatoes all the time.
Do you?
We can
Do
eat
you?
tomatoes.
She
yeah.
okay?
We don't give her whole
Little
tomatoes.
Cherry tomatoes.
Yeah, we give her cherry tomatoes.
Just
I'm
not
trying
grapes.
to give people food.
Not to worry. Someone threw doggy
Can we
treats.
put the dog away?
Small carrot.
Okay.
Small carrot.
The
That-
dog goes
that he
away.
can eat.
Thank
Caught
you.
them all.
There you
Alright.
go. So that you have the dog and the. I
Yes,
don't remember
yes.
what we were talking about. Do you?
Yes, I have the dog now.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's my job to get back on track. Okay.
I can't interview.
You would say that you were happy with the king, and what did the king have in mind for your future? Did he ever say?
Not exactly. But he wanted me by his side, but not in a weird way. I mean, he didn't have children of his own.
So
Really.
he considered you a daughter.
I mean, he said it, but I don't know if he said it to anybody else, but he told me.
So then tell me about, and I know this is going to be difficult. And then Mo takes her like really dirty handkerchief out and gives it to Yue.
Yue puts it down.
Can you please tell me about the day of your father's death? Your real father, not the barren butthole guy.
Yes, I can.
That's actually not a shower. That is Jake's amazing mom. Who is
I
staying
figured
with us.
she was doing the dishes from.
She is doing our dishes.
I could tell she was doing the dishes.
So it's
They
not
actually
the shower.
have a house elf.
Wow. Does she have
Anyway,
rights?
no, she's running. Guys, we like locked her in a room and we're like, we're gonna go play D&D. Can you sit in this room for 3 hours? Because we're horrible. She's so nice.
Thanks, Mom.
Anyway,
Love you.
I'm gonna mute my mic and you tell us about the most tragic day of your life. Sorry
God.
for the distraction.
I like that Kelsey said okay. Okay. My lord. Okay. Yes, so it was the middle of the night and I heard a lot of commotion. It woke me up and it was down the hall in his castle because I live with him on the same floor because we're close, and I went towards it, and I heard some hushed voices, and I cautiously investigated, and I found the good King Oigrin in a pool of his own blood with stab wounds, and my woodworking knife was cast aside, and he was bleeding, and I wanted to help him. I wanted to heal him. I wasn't there with my teachings yet. I tried, and I was about to call for help, but he grabbed my hand and he told me to be kind. And he told me that I had to run. And then he died. I didn't know what to do, and so I listened and I ran, and I just grabbed whatever was on my desk, and I was running, and there was these 3 cloaked figures chasing me, and I got to the nearest port. I lost them, and I hired some pirates to take me away to as far as I could go.
And so you did touch the good king after he had been stabbed?
Of course. He grabbed me. I was in his arms. He was in my arms, really.
And when you fled, it was on his direction as your father figure and the king?
Yes, he told me to run. It was clearly a setup.
When was the last time you had seen the knife before that?
I'm not sure. I hadn't made anything in that week. I was taking some time off to review Monrethian government.
And who had access to that workshop? Anybody besides you and the king?
Everybody. It was a public space in the kingdom. Well, I guess not too public. We had a lock for not our tools, but for whatever we made. I didn't make the knife.
Okay. So anyone in the kingdom could have potentially taken that knife and...
Well, anybody allowed inside the king's castle, which would extend to his close court.
Is the Baron your father, who seems to think that you are a problem? Did he have access to that knife?
As the Baron stated previously in his own witness statement, he was close professional friends and had several meetings with him. So yes, he probably frequented the castle, but I can't say so for sure. I had never seen him in there myself.
Why do you think your father, the Baron, held such contempt for you?
Because he didn't know a devil from his own wife, because he was fooled, because he blamed his ignorance and his anger on me instead of the woman, my mother, that he couldn't find or capture. He blamed it on me and put it on me instead, because he's not a good father.
Do you think he would be angry enough to frame you for a crime?
Yes, I believe so. I mean, it's not like he's ever... I mean, he tormented me.
And do you think he was jealous in any way of the king's relationship with you?
Possibly.
Since your escape, can you just give me a quick recap of what happened?
God.
I'm kidding.
Wish
I'm
I prepped
kidding.
more.
Go listen to the podcast. Season podcast.
Yeah, little.
Euphoria
It was
tells
rough.
the
It was good. It was
story.
bad. It was good. It was bad. It was great. And I almost killed everybody, but then I didn't. I saved the entire world and with my buddies.
Euphoria tells the story of season 3 of Roll For It.
Yeah, go watch it to catch up.
Wow.
Kill the
what
Lich.
a crazy, interesting,
talk about how you killed the
fast-paced,
Lich?
well-edited adventure.
No, we don't talk about the Lich. We agreed that we wouldn't talk about the
I thought you
Lich,
said you
right?
saved the world.
Okay, fine. We save the world. We talk about the Lich.
Okay, just making sure. Talk
Okay.
about how you kill the Lich.
Yes.
Don't like that.
I don't like it either because he was excited about it.
Yeah, why do you care?
We
I'm
said
not
it.
excited
we
about
said
anything.
It. No, we don't trust you. Just because you put a ring on her, shouldn't trust you either.
Okay, good.
I trust fiance Jake. DM Jake.
Mm-mm.
I don't trust a single
Not
thing
our
he says.
guy. Not our guy.
Anything else?
Feet.
Yeah. Do you consider yourself evil?
No. Maybe at a time I did. Because I thought there was nothing else I could be. But then I met the king, and then I lost all faith, and I just wanted to be alone. And then I met you, and I met Kanar, and even Burnt Bill and Nugget and the
Aye.
aye, and the whole crew, and
The whole crew is in the balcony and they all
I met
cheer
I
like
met
parents.
other tieflings that I didn't even know existed. I thought I was alone, and I mean, all of the, I don't know what your people are called. I've almost called them the plumes. What what are Kanar's people called?
The Gamoonzi.
The Gamoonzi, the Gamoonzi.
The Saida people.
Saida. I met the people of Saida. I've traveled and seen the world, and all of you who are just stuck here in Monrethia, you are missing out on so much. Just because it's different doesn't mean that it's bad, doesn't mean that it's evil.
So how would you define evil?
I'm looking at him right now, and I'm making eye contact with the Baron.
He's looking back.
It's that guy. If you can't tell where my eyes are going, because I understand you're not looking through them, I'm looking right at the Baron that I can't say my own father's name. That's a Lexi fail on my part. But yeah, looking at that guy.
Okay. So how would you describe yourself?
Ooh, okay.
And
How
we
many
know
questions
you're
do
hot.
you have?
Yeah.
I think that's it. I think that was gonna be my last one. It doesn't have to
Okay.
be a long answer.
I'm not evil.
You're not.
No.
That's
Little
it.
chaotic, still figuring it out.
Chaotic good though, I would say.
Oh,
If I had to
100%.
classify you.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't just walk
Yeah.
around and be like, I'm a good guy.
Realistically chaotic neutral, but we'll say
Let's
chaotic
make.
good
I
in
know,
court.
right? After like, I killed a bunch of people a couple episodes ago. Anyways, potato. I'm figuring that out, but I'm not evil. But I would say I'm more good than anything. I have saved many lives, and not because I felt bad that I did something, but because I wanted to.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, I'm wearing this like little truth bracelet. Put it on the little desk. I'm like, you can check if I was lying if you wanted to. You could
But
check.
that's
check
the
it
first
out.
bracelet she's ever made.
No,
And then Mo
it's
sits down.
not the first bracelet.
All right.
Made charm
All right.
bracelets.
We're close to the end here. It's getting late, but Ravenwood's going to approach the stand real quick. If
Oh
it's
fuck! I forgot I have to talk to him. Jesus. All right.
just a little bit.
Ah, okay. No, we're good.
Ravenwood approaches slowly. He says to the crowd, We heard earlier today from a woman who worked for the king and knew Euphoria as a sweet young woman who had a troubled upbringing. We also heard from an officer who witnessed firsthand the murder of many of his men, and one unarmed
Get to the
man-
point. This is this is not your ending speech. You ask a question.
I believe this is the end of the episode speech.
Oh, well, you don't say it to Yue on the stand. She has to get off the stand.
Is this your closing argument?
Yeah, if this is your closing argument, I get off the stand. If you're gonna interview me, you're gonna interview me.
Realistically, a judge
This is
would say...
Monreithian law.
Oh, I just thought because we were saying stuff earlier,
This is
you
Monreithian
know.
law. Come on now.
This is like legally blunt,
Monreithian law.
right?
Oh,
so
okay,
you
okay.
would say,
I accept.
Judge, does she have a point? And then the judge would say, Miss Woods, do you have a point?
Yeah.
And she
But
would
you
say,
have to
yes.
wait till I
and then
finish
it would,
the
she would
next
say,
sentence.
Alright,
make it. Make your point.
I'm coming to
Alright.
it. Who witnessed firsthand Yue slaughtering an unarmed man and stealing his soul. You just heard her testify for some very emotional things, but just know that she has fooled people in the past. Euphoria. What was my first question for you?
I don't know. Why don't you ask it? Core.
You don't know nothing.
Mo, is it speculation that we're assuming she fooled people in the past?
Yeah, what is that?
Euphoria.
Wait, objection.
you-
Objection, no. I want the last part stricken from the record because fooled people? That's such a vague, weird thing to say. That's just bizarre.
What do you think, Your Honor? Should it be stricken from...
I was thinking,
What do you mean? What is there to think about?
I'm referring
Literally, he's shown
to-
no evidence.
referring to Rosalind's opinion changing after seeing the defendant flee the scene of a crime covered in blood.
That was you tricking people? That was you!
Do you see what's on my wrist?
Judge!
How could I trick her? If
Jake,
you've taken...
you are not playing the judge well if you let this stand.
What's the judge do? I don't
I'm
know what
judging
judges
you.
do.
Oh,
You
he
don't
had-
know Monreithian court, obviously. That much is clear.
She
You've
is
never
an
seen-
esquire.
What the judge
You've
does?
never seen Judge
When
Booty.
people, when people make objections, the judge has to say either sustained, yes, I agree with the objection,
Or
or
I'll allow it.
overruled.
Overruled.
I'll allow it.
But this is
Okay.
Monreithian court, so he can have a closing
Monreithian court.
argument right
It's
now.
more like
Just
Jerry
sits there.
Springer. Yeah. He's just a prop. Whatever you want, that's fine. That's fine.
Good
We'll
to
do
know.
that. We'll do that one.
All right, it's stricken from the record. Keep going and stop
Okay.
saying unsubstantiated things randomly.
Yeah,
Stop
random
interrupting
wood.
us, please.
Yeah, random wood.
Yeah,
Euphoria,
Mo.
have you killed anybody since you fled your home with the good King Oigrin?
In self-defense, yes.
Was it self-defense when the unarmed man that you killed by slitting his throat?
He was armed.
He had a whole boat of armed soldiers and two giant manticores.
Yeah,
I
and
have
he had just
on record
almost
from
murdered
multiple witnesses who saw
who were
a
on his
kneeling-
boat, who are
On his salary.
Are you saying that
on
the
his
man?
salary.
Payroll.
Are you saying
Payroll.
that there was no break in combat at this stage?
Don't know what that means.
Are you saying that
I want to flash him.
the witnesses testified that
I wanna
combat
flash
had
his
ended
right now.
and that
said
Captain
you wanna
Merle
flash him. I
was
was like, this is
kneeling.
getting wild.
Captain Merle was kneeling before you, mortally wounded, when you slit his throat. Do you disagree with that?
Because he murdered or tried to murder me, my friends, my entire boat, sent two
We didn't know
animals
what
at
he was
us.
capable of.
I didn't know what he was capable of.
We were still in danger.
Wait, was he a wizard? Do we remember? Did he have magic?
No, he was just a
Uh,
bad guy and we were in
he was shooting a
danger.
bow.
He was a bad guy and we were in danger. What would you have done?
In that moment, when he had surrendered
He had not
was kneeling in front
surrendered.
of you.
He had not
You
surrendered.
still believed yourself to be in danger.
Yes.
And have you
We
killed
had to
others?
skeet out of there.
Have you killed others since then?
Out of self-defense. I can't say no. I'm not gonna lie. I'm the only person in this court that's not
I'm
lying.
just trying to count all the people you've killed and
Do you know how many?
I don't know how many. Not too many.
And he takes a quick glance back behind him at the rest of the crowd.
I want. Can
if
I,
those
Jake,
people
If you
had
were to
killed someone
estimate-
this year in
Jake,
self-defense.
I don't know why I haven't been able to roll charisma at all. And I have flash of genius that I would love to add to any of my charisma rolls.
Are you
because
trying-
at this
well-
point I'm just getting nut sacked, and I don't want to get nut sacked anymore.
Are you trying? Well, it depends. Are you gonna try to lie, or are you gonna try to?
I'm gonna
What are
try
you
to.
trying to
I don't
do?
know. I'm not gonna try to lie, but I want to know
Because if
what I
you're trying-
should do because my flash of. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
know.
sure.
Yeah,
Sure.
so I don't know
Well-
what I should do.
Mo, define people. Let's
Yeah,
define people.
Oh, I haven't killed that many humans. I've mostly killed
nuts.
evil
And
things.
we're in Monrethia, where the only people who are considered people are humans.
I have killed a lot of humans.
No, you haven't. No, you haven't. No, you
A
haven't.
lot
No,
of
you haven't.
people.
No, you have
No,
not.
no.
No, you have not.
No.
All right. Why don't you do a persuasion check? You can take your flash of genius, and it will be basically as a persuasion that it's all in self-defense.
This might
and
be a
that-
good time for Kanar to call a recess. Can
Hold on,
Kanar
it's
just
not-
call a recess?
I don't
Can
think
I?
so.
No,
Not
I'll,
in the- I
I'm
mean, he
working
could
it in.
try.
I have to tell you, and you have to tell the judge something, and the judge has to call it.
Okay.
Is it a save
the
or a
ears are wide open.
modifier?
Isn't it a persuasion check?
No, but I add my intelligence to it.
Oh.
That's why it's
you
flash of
wouldn't-
genius.
It's not a save, so it would just be the modifier.
That's okay. I was just trying to get more points like these guys. So
I get you. No,
Okay.
you're not in trouble.
Just casualty, 41 damage. That's all.
I got an trying to do the math real quick. I actually got a pretty good roll.
Okay.
With all this addition stuff. I got an 18.
Woo!
That's
Right.
a pretty good roll. It's
That's
not a
pretty good.
24, 30 or whatever.
So because I'm grilling you and Lexi maybe is a little nervous, but Yue has a stroke of genius, we'll just simulate that answer into you're good. It's not a big deal. You didn't kill that many guys. And it's pretty persuasive.
So you're saying she gives like the perfect answer that everyone who's listening should just imagine what that answer is, that convinces everyone that she's
It doesn't convince everyone, but it convinces enough people that Valerius decides not to press the matter further. It's no longer working.
Did
for
you
him
kill a
to
lot
keep-
of people? Not a lot of them.
There you go.
Mortally wounded.
Maybe you didn't say the last part.
No.
Yeah.
Do you know much about liches as creatures?
Did I knew a little bit of their arcana.
You said that
history?
you killed a lich to save the world by stabbing it with a dagger. Is this correct?
I don't remember if I stabbed it with a dagger.
Stabbed it in the
Is that how I killed it?
below the chin.
Is that how
That's how
I
you
killed it? It
described
was a
it,
while ago. I didn't listen to the last episode.
After a whole bunch of other stuff, exploded the phylactery, stabbed him in the chin with
Yeah.
a dagger.
Yes, I did.
Did this dagger of yours have any magical properties?
No, it was just my Moe's knife.
Describe Moe's knife.
It's a knife named Mo.
Your Honor, in my research on the matter, liches cannot be killed by non-magical weapons. So either Euphoria is lying, or this lich that she claims to have vanquished to save the world is still alive, still out there.
We killed that thing.
The impending apocalypse is not what is on trial today. If The Lich is gonna come back and kill everybody. She postponed it. Let's move on. Objection. Objection. Also, and then
It's
I look
not
at
about
Kanar and I'm
coming
like,
What does the honor say? What, Lord Horns? What do you think?
Well, first, what's his name says
Woody.
Apocalypse is not on trial, but Euphoria's honor and the believability, the credibility of her tales is, and to
Because
which
she
the judge
didn't-
would say the opposite of sustained.
overruled.
Jake, is it true that it can't die with this is a Lexi comment, that it can't die without a magical item?
Yeah, this is news to us.
I don't know.
You don't know? No, okay, do I know this? Because I knew it's Arcana. I got a really high roll when we did this.
What do you mean when we did this? Like
In the
way
last
back?
episode.
Well,
That
so you learned that, and we played most of the battle with that in mind.
yeah, and then the last kill, or
And
just the
then
last hit was that.
The last hit was
Wasn't-
with a non-magical item.
But wasn't he like almost already dead?
Absolutely almost already dead.
But so he's not dead now?
I don't know.
Jacob, I have never called you that. Only Kelsey
What?
calls you that. We killed that thing.
We sure think we did.
No, that was so hard.
This
Right.
is so. Are
Not
you trying to
necessarily on
cliffhanger
topic.
an episode or just like the whole season?
Valerius
the whole world?
has
What's going on?
no further questions. He's ready for his next witness.
Hey, Mo, just want you to
Redirect.
know,
We should redirect.
really quick catch up. So Robert is here. Huh?
Lich thing still
Let's we can worry about that another time. Another time. Robert is in the courtroom with, and I'm going to say this very carefully and quietly to you. Don't react. Look at me. Don't react. The good king's body is under Robert's shoulders wearing sunglasses. Don't react. Keep it cool. He's in. So that's as far as my plan got. So mission accomplished. Yay, Kanar. I don't know what else to do. I have the scroll with me. Should we go to the but do you need to go to the bathroom? Do you really need to go to the bathroom?
Wait, no. Redirect.
My
and
next
ask about
witness-
the Lich. No, she
Oh.
can redirect, and you should ask about the Lich because if I remember correctly, the Lich
You
only
ain't not
lives.
right now. Not right now. I got a lot going on.
No,
Okay.
but we should redirect because
Do you
the
want-
Lich
do you want me
only
to do it?
lives
Do you
on
want me to do it?
souls, and it doesn't
Do you
have
want me to do it?
souls, and it can't
Do you
do
want me to do it?
anything.
Mo, do you want me to do it?
Do what?
You want me to go up there and do the redirection?
I think we all need a recess. I think we need to take a recess. I think we can talk about the liches and we can talk about the fucking dead
I don't
body
think
of
I
the
don't
victim
I
that
think
you stuck into
if
this
we
courthouse.
I think if we recess, we won't be able to get her back up there. We gotta
Uh,
finish the
Judge?
redirect.
I'm so sorry. I know that we might do a redirect, but I have to use the bathroom. We haven't had a recess
Judge.
in a long time.
Judge, I think that we need to
Go on.
take a little break. And then we'll do the redirect.
And then
The
we'll
next
hear
time
from
on
the
Roll
next
For It.
witness. Could I tease the next witness? Because I'd like to.
But next time.
You know what?
We
On
have
next
decided-
Thursday.
My whole world.
Everybody, it
is,
is time for a recess. Euphoria, the defendant, needs to use the restroom, as she has told me. And afterwards, depending on whether the defending team requires a redirect, we will hear from what's his name's witness. It's bedtime, y'all. And Valerius says, just because for the purpose of the game, it's Monrethian Court. For my next witness, I will call to the stand Euphoria's mother.
Mo passes out. I'm done. I can't. We got the body. We got the Lich. We got the mom. I'm done. I don't want it.
Lady
I don't want it.
X.
Mo passes out and then just sits up and looks at the judge and says, "I'm not a real lawyer. I never got a lot of
Not a
grief.
real judge.
So he's just like, yeah, I'll bring the devil in here. Oh gosh, I feel like Monrethians are not gonna like him for that.
Good night,
That's good for
everybody.
us. That's good for us. The plot is so thick. So we'll be back next Thursday, right?
We'll be back next Thursday
Next
to
Thursday. Well, this was
finish
a long
this.
one. Sorry, guys, if you're sleepy, and thanks
you
for hanging with us,
still
chat.
hanging with us.
You guys
We
did
really
amazing.
love
This
was
you
so
all
fun.
So much. What
Yeah,
did
you
Jake
guys
say
did.
earlier? We think you're really cool, and
We love you.
We love
We
you.
should raid somebody, by
Yeah,
the
for
way.
Jake, why don't you take care of that? I'm gonna
I'll
go to
take
bed.
care of that. All right.
Bye, y'all.
Voivodic Kahutek. They're
Let's
playing
see, how do I
Dungeons
do
and
it?
Dragons.
Okay.
Or
Her mom. The last time we saw your mom was in like a weird nightmare cliffhanger
yeah,
at the end of the
that's the
Oh.
only time.
Some people are listening to that season, so we also
We've never seen my mother.
We
I don't
spoiled
know
a
who
little
my
bit.
mom
Oh.
is.
But not a
What's-
lot, really.
What's a mom?
I have never had one of those.
Hold on
Yeah.
a second. I'm on the wrong screen, so I'm trying to get to
You're
where I
doing a really good job.
can-
Do, 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 do. Good night, Big X Jeff. See you later, Night Hawk.
Hey,
Coney the
thanks,
Gamer Brother, thank
everybody.
you. Good
All
night,
right,
Jail
Who
Rizzy.
are we gonna raid? Anybody who
Jubal
wants to keep
Raw.
watching D&D, we're going to.
See you later.
Did you pick somebody, Darth Lexi?
Darth Lexi. Jeez, who am
I use your full name. Yeah.
Let me see if this person is cool.
Oh, okay.
Somebody's doing like a little character drawing. They have 3 people on, so they might really like it.
I've been
It's,
drawing some characters. I gotta show you guys.
let me spell it for you. Fiend, so Fiend.
Fiendizzle? No. That's
No,
not.
Tails comic.
Fiend Tales comic is doing some art.
Yeah, he's been doing it for 7 minutes.
Cool. Looks kind of like a tiefling on the second row.
I was gonna say that's fun, right?
Yeah. All right.
So,
Let's go see him.
Okay, let me show back here so then I leave.
Good work, everybody, and thank you, chat. You're a
Thank
great
you.
audience.
Bye.
Thank you,
Playing
team.
Lexington, stop.
Thanks for your patience
Good
with the
night.
judge who doesn't speak.
And with,
A lot of
with
characters.
me, jeez. Thank you guys.
He does a lot of contemplation.
Yeah, because I'm trying to think of